If thou be Hamashiach, tell us plainly.
Right, so this is very important right here. You know, this at home when we used to just say H.O.I, and I went into the spirit of the Most High showed me that Hamashiach, there's many H.O.I, but there's only one Hamashiach, the Messiah, the anointed. So they asking him, if you be Hamashiach, tell us, you know.
Hamashiach Yahushai answered them, I told you.
So therefore he did admit that he was the Messiah. He's the anointed that was promised to come. Go ahead.
And ye believe not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me.
Just like there's people that don't believe that he was Hamashiach when he came the first time. They wait for him to come the first time. In our time. Read.
But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep.
Whoa, go ahead.
As I said unto you.
So think about this. Hamashiach ever said it's a feast of dedication, supposed to be a time that we're going to enjoy and have a day of rejoicing, right? He got to deal with these cats coming at him, going back and forth with him, right? Go ahead.
Verse 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me.
Yeah, he said, hey, you ain't none of my sheep. See, my sheep hear my voice, and they're going to follow him. They're going to follow Hamashiach then, now, and forever. Go ahead.
Verse 28. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish.
See that? He said, going to give them eternal life, and they shall never perish. Go ahead.
Neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
Anybody going to be able to pluck Hamashiach's sheep out of his hand once he have you in his hands? Why? You know.
Verse 29. My Father, which gave them me, is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand.
Right. So he said, hey, the Most High, Yahweh, was gave us and those that live with him in the flesh at that time, Hamashiach Yahushai. Let you know the Most High got to draw you to Hamashiach Yahushai, and he allowed Hamashiach Yahushai to do the choosing. He said, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. Once you in the Most High's hand, you in Hamashiach Yahushai's hand, say, ain't nobody able to pluck you out of his hand if you got that true foundation with him. He said, my sheep hear my voice. Like this is a revolving door. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of people have come and gone, man. You know what I mean? So you gotta have that true foundation, man, so you can maintain and endure until the end. Time. Give me Daniel's 8:21. So we're gonna look at how this all materialized before he came to the earth in the flesh. Daniel's 8:21.
Daniel 8:21. And the rough goat is the king of Grecia, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king.
So if you really don't know history, then you read Daniel, and Daniel have from chapter 1 to 12. If you really don't know history, and especially our story, it's a little different than his story, right? So if we learn our story that's in this Bible, like you said, the first king is the king of Grecia. The rough goat is the king of Grecia. What's the sign of the so-called white man?
The eagle?
It's the goat head.
Oh, the goat head.
It's the goat head. That 5-point star, you turn it around, there's 2 horns, the floppy ears, and the goatee. That's the goat head. That's his symbol. The rough goat is the end. You know, what do they call their sibling? What do they call their children?
Kids.
Huh?
Kids.
Kids. So what's a kid?
It's a
That's
billy
a goat.
It's
Yeah,
a small
baby goat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, in all offense, it's just zoned in here that, you know, we gotta know it, man. Read that again, huh?
Daniel 8:21. And the rough goat is the king of Grecia, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king.
So the first king of the Greeks was who? Alexander the Greek. But if you don't know history, then, you know, what does this mean? You can read it, and it won't even mean anything. So go to First Maccabees, the first chapter, and this is what they took out of the Bible, the original King James 6:11 Bible, but it's in the original King James 6:11 Bible, but they took it out, you know? Protestants. Martin Luther, right?
Absolutely.
So here we are, because when you go to Malachi, we're in the Persian Media Empire. That's the last prophet. Then you have that blank page. That should be the Greek Empire, because it don't make any sense if you read the Bible, especially people that go to church. They're reading the Bible, but they in the Persian Media Empire. When Malachi ends, and you got a blank page. Then you have Matthew. You in the Greek Empire. I mean, excuse me, the Roman Empire. So the Greek Empire is missing. You understand? It's not there. But that's what he's talking about in Daniel and prophecy concerning what would happen in the future. So we're going to put what's supposed to be after Malachi right here in First Maccabees 1:1. Start there.
First Maccabees 1:1.
Remember, the rough goat is the what? The king of Greece is the first king of the Greeks, the so-called white man kingdom. Read that.
And it happened after that, Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Shittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
So it's giving us the same analysis as what Daniel just told us, right? So the Greeks took down one empire to come into power. The Persian and Mede Empire. You see? So it lines up with history points blank. You see? So he's the first over Greece. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth and went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him. Whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up.
Sound like pride to me. A whole lot of pride, right? But he took down all the nations to be able to have, the first kingdom of the Greeks, of the so-called white man. Took the spoils of many nations, he robbed them, wherever they have. Once you go to war, you can take whatever it is that the men that lost, you can take whatever they have off of them. We decked out, people was decked out to go to war. They didn't go to war looking shabby now. They went to war with their jewels, everything on. If you lose, then you was able to get whatever they have. That's why most times, sometimes people tell us, don't take the spoils, don't touch it, because they defile whatever. People defile, say don't mess with them. Sometimes they say we can get it. Or you gonna see that, sometimes it was like, hey, we got some work to do. We got to continue to war with these cats before you even think about coming back to those schools. They ain't going nowhere. They gonna still be laying there until we come back to get whatever we wanted, right? Yes. You had something to say?
No, I was gonna say, was Darius king also when it came to the Persia media?
Yeah, Darius and Artaxerxes too, and Cyrus.
Okay.
Cyrus was all right. He let us build the temple. He made a decree to build the temple and all that. But go ahead. That's why, and you asking that question, but you look at some of these nations, man, they going into captivity under us, but you got to look at how the Most High looked at him. You know what I mean? He knew that the Most High was our power. You know what I mean? Not his power, but our power. He knew that the Most High ordained him to, allow us to build our temple back. You see what I'm saying? So that's a big thing, man. He's still on the captivity, though.
Verse 4. And he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him.
See that? So this is what they did. He gathered a mighty strong host, that's an army, and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries, meaning he paid taxes unto him. Go ahead.
And after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die.
He ruled from 20 years old to 32 years old, man. Go ahead.
Verse 6. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them, while he was yet alive.
Yeah, he had, let's talk about his 4 generals. We're going to get off of it, all this is symbolic what Daniel's going to say, and what we see in here actually giving you the understanding of what happened. His 4 generals he departed his kingdom with was Cassander, Lysimachus, Ptolemy, and Seleucus. And that Seleucus, we're going to really get into him because Antiochus Epiphanes came out of him. We're going to see this wicked cat. But go ahead.
Verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
Yeah, that's 20 years old to 32 years old. Huh? Okay, go ahead.
And his servants bear rule, every one in his place.
So his servants bear rule every one in his place. Once he died, he had set up his 4 generals, and they started to rule in his place. Okay, from there, give me Daniel's 8 and 21 and 22.
Daniel 8:21. And the rough goat is the king of Grecia, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king.
So the rough goat is the king of Grecia. Who was who? Who?
Alexandra.
Alexander the Greek, right? Greek, whatever. And the great horn means power that is between his eyes is the first king. Who was who?
Persia.
Huh?
Persia.
Who was who?
You mean Darius?
The first king was who?
Whoa, I don't understand what you're saying.
But it says in the great, you gotta read it. In the great power, horn that was between his eyes is the first king. Who was who?
Oh,
Okay.
Alexandra.
Yeah, Alexander.
Right,
Come
right,
on. Go ahead.
Verse 22. Now that being broken, whereas 4 stood up for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power.
See, because he died. Now that being broken means he died at 32 years old, whereas 4 stood up for him, which are the 4 generals that he set up, who is Cassander, Lysimachus, Seleucus, and Ptolemy. They all had certain areas of his kingdom that they ruled once he died. You see how it all goes together? It's going together. We're going to go back from the Maccabees to here to give you an understanding. Daniel, if you don't know the history, then I can see why they would take this out of the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Because this is their history. This is about them. You see? Go back to the first Maccabees. We're going to go back and forth from Daniel we're going to go back and forth from Daniel to First Maccabees 1, 9, verse 9.
First Maccabees 1 and 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years.
So you see, Alexander's generals that he set up, after his death, they all came into power and authority. And so did his sons, their sons, after them, many years, dealing with the Greek Empire. Huh? Okay. We're still in the Greek Empire. We're not in the Roman Empire. We're in the Greek Empire. The first kingdom of the Greeks. Then what happened?
And evils were multiplied in the earth.
See, evils were multiplied in the earth when they came into power. You see that? Go ahead. Here we go. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus surnamed Epiphanes.
You see that? They came out of Seleucus' line, a wicked root, Antiochus Epiphanes, man. This dude was wicked. Go ahead.
Son of Antiochus the king, who had been an hostage at Rome, and reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks.
Can't get no clearer than that. He reigned when?
And he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks.
Right. So, go ahead.
Verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
Here we go. Bunch of Sambos. Here we go. Can't. It's always them, right? Go ahead. Wicked men of Israel. Go ahead.
Who persuaded many, saying,
Oh, man.
let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us.
Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. Let's go. Come on, man. We gotta be down with Esau, man. Why? Go ahead.
For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Man, since we departed from the Edomites, man, and all these other nations, man, we have much sorrow. Yeah, because y'all would join with them. Go ahead.
So this device pleased them well.
See, this device pleased them well. They like this. Go ahead.
Then certain of the people were so forward herein
Look how wicked they were. That what they do.
that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
Dang. Gave him a license to do after the ordinance of the heathen, man. And that Most High told us, remember he told us in Jeremiah 10, and to learn not to wear the heathen, right?
God.
This is what happened with us, man. Get Psalm 106 and 35. This is what happened with us, man. Every time, man, you want to join on to them, man. In the end, there's a judgment.
Right.
There's a true judgment. Join unto them. You got something to tell you, boy. Read that.
Let's do the sword.
Psalm 106 and 35.
Psalms 106:35. But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
See, most I said, learn not to wear the heathen, but what do we do? Just like these wicked men of Israel did the same thing. Go ahead.
And they served their idols,
Keep that in mind. Go ahead.
which were a snare unto them.
Nail to them. Okay, that's all we're going on that. We won't keep going on that. But let's go to Daniel's 11. Daniel 11 chapter. Verse 2.
Daniel 11:2. And now will I show thee the truth. Behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in Persia, and the 4th shall be far richer than they all. And by his strength, through his riches, he shall stir up all against the realm of Grecia.
There you go, man. That's when the war started. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 3. And a mighty king shall stand up, that shall rule with great dominion, and do according to his will. And when he shall stand up, his kingdom shall be broken.
Same thing that we already been going over is just, repeating it here in chapter 11. With Alexander, coming into power, taking down the Persian beat, then he died. That's his kingdom being broken. Go ahead.
And shall be divided toward the 4 winds of heaven.
Meaning the 4 generals took on the 4 different areas of his kingdom. Okay? Y'all with me?
God.
Y'all know the generals, right?
Yeah.
Nobody remember the generals?
Can you reabulate? Can you bring them out? Generals.
Cassander, Ptolemy, Lysimachus, and Seleucus. And this dude, Antiochus that we're dealing with, he's from the Seleucus, dynasty. And they all had certain parts of the Greek Empire that they ruled. Go ahead.
Continuing on in verse 4. And shall be divided toward the 4 winds of heaven, and not to his posterity, nor according to his dominion which he ruled. For his kingdom shall be plucked up, even for others besides those.
Right. Because you're going to find out that they wanted more territory than what they were given. Go ahead. Wait a minute. Yeah, one more. Go ahead.
And the king of the south shall be strong, and one of his princes, and he shall be strong above him, and have dominion. His dominion shall be a great dominion.
Talking about this Antiochus Epiphanes. Look at, go back to Daniel 8 and 23 to 25.
Daniel 8:23. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up.
And we can look at this, in the latter time is what we're looking at now. When the transgressors are come to a full.
Gone.
God.
A king of fierce countenance. Who you think that is?
Esau.
And understanding dark sentences shall stand up. Who you think that is?
Esau.
What kingdom do you think that is?
USA.
Khan. for real, right? Who else could it be? Go ahead.
Verse 24. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper, and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
Oh yeah, he done destroyed us for real. You know, we coming back though. We were destroyed for lack of knowledge because we forgot the Most High's law. But now that we coming back to the Most High, fearing Him, keeping His law, repenting, crying to the Most High, hey, we're gonna be all right. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand.
Yeah, he gonna stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand.
God.
Y'all know what that's talking about, right?
God.
Yeah.
And it said policy in the hand, right?
Huh?
It said policy in hand, right? That's what you said.
God said should we broke.
Got
He
your
shall
mind?
prosper in his hand.
Okay, it said prosper. He said philosophies.
Get Revelation 18:23, so you see how he's operating. I got everybody.
Nah, it's like I thought I was going to the mark of the beast when he mentioned that.
Oh no. This is what he's dealing with. All that fits right in here.
Is that Revelations 18:23?
Yeah.
From the top?
No.
I got it. Revelations
That's
18.
what we are. Okay, come on.
Revelations 18:23.
Last sentence.
For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
See, so by his sorceries, which is witchcrafts, are all nations deceived, man. You're on a high level. When you read Isaiah 47 chapter and Revelation 18 chapter, they go together. Pretty much they coincide together, man. So this is his policies, man. He's gonna cause craft to prosper. That craft is crafty, slick, wicked, evil, and all the things that we see now, man. In our world, we can see it. We're in the last days, Kai. We can see all the things that he's doing without even. Some of the things Most High said, it's so wicked we ain't supposed to talk about it. That's how wicked it is, man, that they doing. You know what I mean? We know right in our face what they're showing you right on the TV, right on, in the movies and so forth. You know what I mean? Just it's abomination. Go ahead. Verse 25. That was 25. Read that again.
Daniel 8:25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart.
Now that's pride right there. He's gonna magnify himself in his heart. And when you go to Psalm 83rd chapter, when they talk about the enemies and the haters of the Most High by nations, what it say? Who would say lifted up the head first? What's the first one in name?
The tabernacles of Edom.
Khan. Lifted up the head. That's pride. Go ahead.
And by peace shall destroy many.
That remind me of Mars. Y'all remember that? I know you go. I said, oh yeah, Mars attack.
Huh?
We come for peace. We come for peace. Killing everybody, right? Mars attack.
Okay.
Remember that?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, God. Yeah.
Mars attack. That's what they would say. We come for peace. It was mockery of how Esau do. He said, we come for peace and kill everybody, right?
God.
What they trying to do over in Israel? They're trying to do in Palestine.
Genocide.
Yeah, man, but they supposed to be trying to get the peace, right? Bring forth peace.
They want a piece of this and a piece of
of
that. A piece of
Right.
that. Right.
That's what they're doing too. You got that right, huh? Go back to First Maccabees, the first chapter. Now we're gonna get in on this Antioch's Epiphanies, Kevin. What happened with us? Go to 41, verse 41.
First Maccabees 1:41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
What that sound like?
John 3:16.
No. No,
Ha
it
ha
doesn't sound like.
That's funny.
That's funny, but that's what that sound like. All should be one people.
That's
New World Order.
New World Order. There you go. There you go. New World Order. Kind. Everybody gonna be one people. Yeah.
That's that. You remember the Pledge of Allegiance? And that one part, one nation under.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing.
But here,
That's in First Maccabees 47, right? 40.
no,
Yeah.
the first chapter, verse 41.
Oh yeah, 41.
Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 42. And everyone shall leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
I guess so. Because Psalm 96 and 5 say, what? All the gods of the nations are what?
Idols.
Idols. So who is he mainly concerned about? Who got the laws? Who was given the laws?
Israel.
Israel. We the Israelites, right? Prove that. Psalm 147, 19 to 20. Everyone should leave his laws. What laws these heathen was given? They weren't given no laws. Read it.
Psalms 147, 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
See? He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgment unto Israel. You know? He ain't dealt with nobody else but us. That's what it says. See? So, him saying everybody should leave their laws, what laws they gonna leave? They don't have no laws.
Ain't got none. Everything against the law, statutes, and commandments.
Yeah,
It's the
everything is
opposite.
against us as Israelites. Period. Even though you might not see it, it's always gonna come back to us as the Israelites. Everything always come back to us. That's why everybody should leave their laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Go ahead.
Verse 43. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
Oh, that sounds like Baptist church, Catholic church, right? I mean, Jehovah's Witness. They consider to his religion, man. Religion from a Latin word, religio, means to hold back, keep down, or restrain, man. And what?
And sacrifice unto idols.
Okay, look, we got to deal with that. Psalms 96 and 5. So we know, sacrifice unto idols. So here we go into the way of the heathen. Everybody should leave the laws. So if you leave the laws, then if you ain't following the laws of the Most High, you follow the commandments of the Most High, what else you gonna have?
Man-made laws.
Hmm?
Man-made laws against the Most High.
Or read that.
Psalms 96 and 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
That's what you're gonna follow. Idols. Point blank. Idols. You're gonna deal with idolatry. That's against the Most High. Right? That's what they're dealing with anyway. They're not dealing with the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. So they're already dealing with idolatry. So here we are, you know, many of the Israelites consented to his religion. Right? And sacrifice unto idols. Right? And what?
Continue on in First Maccabees.
Yeah.
And sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath.
See that? Profane the Sabbath. When you profane something, it means you make it unholy. Profane means unholy. So everything is geared for us in being unholy. Profane the Sabbath days. Made the Sabbath days unholy. Go ahead.
Verse 44. For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they shall follow the strange laws of the land.
See that? The king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land. See, they strange laws, man. Strange laws of the land.
She's a chair.
Go ahead.
Verse 45. And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbath and festival days.
See that again? Make the Sabbath days and our holy days that the Most High said we're supposed to honor him, his feast days, unholy. That's the whole objective. That's why it's a problem with us in coming back to the Most High, following what he tells us to do, because they want you to continue to remain what? in the congregation of the dead,
Come.
like everybody else. They got them. They ain't got to worry about nobody else. They got them. But here we are. Still having problem with each other, and the Most High and called us to be able to be His special people.
Come.
And we shouldn't have no problem with each other, man. That's why over and over again, this Bible, especially the New Testament, only talks about what? Love your brother as yourself. Love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. Why you gotta keep telling us this? Until this day, man, we don't have it. We don't get it. But let's get 2 Maccabees 4, 15, 16. This us. You know, we got to come out of this Stockholm Syndrome, religious instruction to the Negroes in the United States of America, and Willie Lynch, man. That gotta stop existing in our nation, man. We brothers. We brothers. And we all we have. But look at how we felt. And to this day, man, it's the same way, man. Read that.
2 Maccabees 4 and 15.
This us.
Not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
Hear that? The honor of our father was to follow the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, and keep them. And teach our children. And teach their children. So we could be known, man. This is about the Most High, whether y'all realize it or not, man. We can get off into ourselves too much. Unless you know you deal with pride. The Most High name is jealous. You understand? He said, I'll melt you. People gonna be, he coming with fire. He said, I'll melt you.
That's right.
That's serious.
Wow.
That's enough to fear him.
God.
Straight up, man. But what we do, read that again. Listen, this is us, man.
2 Maccabees 4:15. Not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
Yeah. Not loving the honor of our forefathers, man. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. But loving the glory of the Grecians more than the Most High. You gotta hear this, man. Read.
Verse 16. By reason whereof sore calamity came upon them.
Hear that? What happened to them?
Sore calamity came upon them.
What happened to them?
Sore calamity came upon them.
Because they want to follow the way of the heathen and the Grecians. What happened to them?
Sore calamity came upon them.
Sore calamities came upon them, man. Read.
For they had them to be their enemies and avengers.
Hear that? The Most High had the ones they loved to be their what?
Enemies and avengers.
Enemies and avengers, man. Is that it? Go ahead.
Whose custom they followed so earnestly.
Who custom they follow so earnestly. You see that? Man. So all you Sambos that's out there right now, in the end, Isaiah 13 and 14. Most I ain't playing, man. This is judgment for you that want to be like that, like they were here in the Greek Empire. You got them. We got them. We know. You know we got them. Look what it says. And this is all in love, right? Ain't this love? Ain't the word of the Most High love? Yeah. Let's read it.
Isaiah 13:14.
Uh-huh.
And it shall be as the chased roe,
That's a chased deer. Gonna be like a chased deer. Read.
and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
A sheep that no man taketh up. Come on.
They shall every man turn to his own people.
Everybody gonna turn to their own people, man. Chinese to Chinese, Japanese to Japanese. So are white people to white people. Israel to Israel, hopefully. Amen. You know? But all of this gonna turn to their own people. Read.
And flee every one into his own
So
land.
where we going? What land we gonna go to?
God.
Can we go to the land of Judah? What about Negro land? Huh? What land we gonna go to? See what I'm saying? We stuck. That's why we gotta have it together, man. And most I gonna make sure that we together, regardless of how anybody will look at it, or everybody else wanna be separate. They gonna be separate. But most High not separate, is he? What if H.O.I said, okay, well, since y'all want to be like that, I'm not gonna deal with y'all. I'll separate myself from y'all. Since y'all want to be like that, forget y'all.
Yeah, we'd be dead.
We be gone, man. We be finished. Come on. Read on.
Verse 15.
Listen.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Everyone that's found gonna be killed. Thrust through mean what? They're gonna be killed. Huh? Go ahead.
And everyone that is joined unto them.
Listen. These are Sambos. Everyone that's joined unto them
shall fall by the sword.
Shall fall by the sword. You're gonna kill you, man. Fall by the sword. Y'all better understand, man. Psalm 17. And he saw the Most High sword.
13.
Come on. Better tell somebody. You got it?
Psalm 17. 13.
Mm-hmm.
Arise, O Most High, disappoint him.
What did he say? What did he say? What did David say?
Disappoint him.
Cast him down.
Hold on. Nah. Not in the spirit. Read it from the top again.
Psalm 17:13.
Uh-huh.
Arise.
What did he say?
Arise.
What did he say?
Arise.
What's that in Hebrew?
Quam.
Quam. What did he say?
Quam, O Yahweh.
That's right. Quam, O Yahweh. That's what we say. That's what we saying. Quam, but now Yahweh, man. Rise, our Father Most High, man. That's what he crying out, man. Say, rise, Most High. We ain't rising. I'm just saying, Quam Yasharala, 30-something years, man. We gon' rise, though. But the Most High got to rise. He's sitting in his throne, right? Who's sitting on the right hand side of the Most High?
Yahweh.
Right. So he got to rise. Like David saying, rise, Most High. Then he gonna tell him Mashiach what? Krama Mashiach Yahushai. What he gonna tell him Mashiach? Rise. He gonna rise. Then what is he gonna do? Come and judge and make war. Straight up. That's where it's got to go. Then we gonna be rising. For real. Right, Khan? Yeah, it's written, man. Come on, read.
Psalm 17:13.
Khan.
Quam Abanawa Yahweh.
Yeah.
Disappoint him.
Khan.
Cast him down.
Khan.
Deliver my soul from the wicked.
From the wicked,
which is thy sword.
which is the Most High sword, man. That's why I say you join up to them. Go back to 1 Maccabees 4:16 again. That's the Most High sword. They the Most High sword. So they doing what they're supposed to do. Psalms 16:4 says, the Most High created all things for himself. Yeah. Even the wicked for the day of what? Evil. They doing what they're supposed to do. We the ones out of order. And we got those that want to be out of order with them. That's the majority of our people. But you're looking for that remnant. Read that. Our people's like this, man. Read.
2 Maccabees 4:16. By reason whereof sore calamity came upon them.
See, just like gonna come on the ones that's in the end times, that's gonna be joined to them. That sore calamity will come on them. Read.
For they had them to be their enemies and avengers.
See? They had them to be their enemies and avengers. Most High used them against us. Read.
Whose custom they followed so earnestly.
See, like they follow the customs of the heathen, the Edomites, so earnestly, right? Go ahead.
And to whom they desired to be like in all things.
See that? They desire to be like them in all things, man. Follow their ways. Learn the way of the heathen. Go back to Daniel 11:31. And it's a trap, man. When we don't look at what it is that is presented, that's being presented to the masses, and we lock into what it is that they would have you do without even being around you now. See, they used to have to, come around or, kick the man out the house so they could work with the woman, like Woody Lynch, And then next thing you know, they slowly but surely, here we are today. They don't have to be around us. The social media, magazines, TV, tell a lie to your vision, keep you in a trance, through their what? Sorceries, witchcrafts. See, we don't look at it like that because it's like no enchantment to Israel, but we all have to look at this in a spiritual way, or you will get caught up in it one way or another, man.
Gone.
Because they know they got a short time. And the devil comes down with much wrath because he know he got a short time. Who he coming down on? Us. We the most important ones, right? Who got next?
We got next.
Klein. How long?
Forever.
Forever, man. Don't ever forget that, man. That's not something that's like we making up, is it? Nah, man, the elite know this, man. So no matter how low we seem to be, we still rich. Right? With this word, man, and the truth, man. Just gotta endure, that's all. We don't be like these Sambos that we reading about. All right. Read that.
Daniel 11 and 31. An arm shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice. And they shall place the abomination that maketh desolate.
So that's why I say, if you don't really know, like, just think about this. We don't go and show when they did it, but people that go to church or these religions will never know this. Because they're not going to read the Apocrypha. They said the Apocrypha is what? It's not what? Candy. Right?
Yes.
So we ain't supposed to go there. They got them all, like I said, this sorcery is on a high level, man. This witchcraft that they don't have our people in is on a high level because they're not around us. But they come and regurgitate what it is that they have programmed them to say. All the time, man. Yeah.
When they say that the Apocrypha is not canon, when they say that, there are several Bible dictionaries showing that it is. Like several Bible dictionaries showing that it is. And most of these pastors got them Bible dictionaries when it comes to certain different denominations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But one thing for sure, man, we're not in no corner. You know what I mean? It ain't like they don't know that we're bringing forth this truth, man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Can I get a precept, please?
Yeah.
Isaiah 47 and 12 to 13.
I'll be setting up in there. I'll read it.
Isaiah 47, 12 to 13. Bottle the shot.
Isaiah 47 and 12. Stand now with thine enchantment.
Now, this was, like I told you, this go right with Revelation 18th chapter. So he's saying, stand now with thine enchantments. You know what I mean? Telling Esau, this is talking to Esau. Stand now with your enchantments, read.
And with the multitude of thy sorceries.
Not only sorcery, not only witchcrafts that we read in Revelation 18 and 23, but he said a multitude of sorceries, a multitude of witchcrafts. Right? Go ahead.
Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Since they were born. Go ahead. Remember, because it'll tell you, Psalm 58 and 3, what does it say? The wicked go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Right? So, go ahead.
If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail.
Come on. See if you're going to prevail. Go ahead.
Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsel.
They wearied in the multitude of their counsels. Right now, they're looking up in the sky and saying, what we going to do? We got all these drones and UFOs. They don't know what's going on.
Right.
What we gonna, you know what I mean? Like, they have a lot of councils right now, right? Go ahead.
Let now the astrologers.
Astrologers, they looking up at this. They talking about the months and so forth. Go ahead.
The stargazers.
Oh, they looking up at the stars, boy. The stargazers, boy. They looking up there right now. Go ahead.
The monthly prognosticators.
Monthly prognosticators. Go ahead.
Stand up.
Stand up and
And
what?
save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Wow, man.
All praise to the Most High.
He said, let them stand up and save thee from the things that shall come upon thee. That's future prophecy. Understand this. Go ahead. What's the result?
Behold, they shall be as stubble.
Uh-oh. We know that's in What? What scripture?
Obadiah 1:18.
Khan, go ahead.
The fire shall burn them.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame.
Future prophecy. Go ahead.
There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it.
There it is, man. Okay, so let's go back to what is Daniel 32. There's 32.
Daniel 11 and 32. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries. But the people that do know their power shall be strong and do exploits.
See that? And such as do wickedly against the covenant, let everybody, let us be one people, new world order, right? And let everybody forsake his what?
Law.
Which is the covenant that he gave with who?
Israel.
Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, to the 12 tribes of Israel. Khan? Yeah. So he's a corrupt by flatteries. Like you got those that are flattered, he's flattering right now with money. Waving that money around in their face and they doing whatever they wanted to do. Yeah, and then what happens after that? They mess up, they say the wrong thing. I'm an Israelite. What? What? An Israelite. Oh, let me take this money back from you. Snatch this, when you get flattered you, let me put you out there now. Hey, I'm the one that made you. Now I took the money back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Give destroyed the heart.
Huh?
Ecclesiastes 7:7.
Yeah.
Give destroyed the heart.
Yeah, man. Go ahead. Is that it? Verse 32. Let's go to First Maccabees. Read verse 46 and 47.
First Maccabees 1 and 46. And pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
See that? He polluted the sanctuary and holy people. That's why I told y'all. Everybody should leave their laws. Who is it affecting?
Us.
Us. Because who the holy people?
We are.
We are.
How we prove it?
Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Khan.
God.
Classic.
Con.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power.
You get no clearer than that, right?
God.
Deuteronomy 1 and 1 said, these be the words the Most High spake to Moses on this side of Jordan, to the Israelites on this side of Jordan. So it's talking to us, the Israelites. Go ahead.
The Most High thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
How special?
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Can't get no clearer than that. So when they're going to pollute the holy people, man, that's us. You're not talking about the heathen. That's why I say everything comes back to us. We the 12 tribes of Israel. First Maccabees 1, 46 and 47 again.
First Maccabees 1, 46.
It's cold.
And pollute the sanctuary and holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts.
See that, man? Set up altars and groves, and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts. Man, they gotta pay a big price, man. Think about that. Y'all ever smell pig? I ain't talking about from when you get out of the store. I'm talking about a pig being in this little. You ever smell anybody that ate a lot of pig pork? It comes through their pores, man. It stinks. It's real funky. It's a nasty, nasty smell, man. But we're talking about them taking the pigs and we're talking about gutting them and put them on an altar, man. With that nasty smell, they already being slopped. You get them out of crap, right? They eat everything in the crap, whatever, and then you slaughter them in the temple. That's real. Man, that's like the lights went out. You know, you was gonna say something?
It's the number one consumed meat on the earth today. All the world
All the whole world.
is pig,
Pig.
pork, absolutely.
I mean, just to take that animal into our temple and having us sacrificing it, man, like before the Most High, you don't think that's a price to pay? Ooh, man. That's why you gotta consider these things, man. An unclean beast, no matter what it was, just an unclean beast, man. Verse 48.
First Maccabees 1:48. That they should also leave their children uncircumcised, and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
Profanation is unholiness and uncleanness, man. All these things that you couldn't circumcise the children. Circumcise is two principles: circumcision of the flesh on the 8th day. We circumcise the boys, and to teach our children the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and teach them the truth is a circumcision also. You understand that? They are circumcised that way in the mind and in the flesh. You see what I'm saying? And they made it against the law was to teach our children the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Like you heard the Inquisition. The Inquisition, when they took our children, they kicked us out of Spain, but they kept the children. They taught them Christianity and so forth. You know what I mean? So when they came over here, they was pretty much, already programmed the children. But get Psalms 78 and 5.
The Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. They kicked us out, and they kept the children. They programmed with this Christianity, man, that you see now. Read that. But the Most High told us this. Read that.
Psalm 78 and 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob, and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children.
See, we're supposed to let our children know about these laws of the Most High. Moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and sacrificial laws at this time. But we're not doing the sacrificial law no more because H.O.I was the ultimate sacrifice for the atonement of the 12 tribes of Israel's sins. Read.
Verse 6. That the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born.
So our children were learning the laws, statutes, commandments during this time, you see, until we get to when?
Into the Greek
To the
captivity.
Greek captivity. Con. Because what did it say? Evils are multiplied on the earth when they came into power. You see? So here we are. We knew we were in the Persian Media Empire. Remember Mordecai and Esther? Come on. We gonna go to Purim next.
Gone.
That's another day that we say we're gonna observe. This is a day that we say we're gonna observe for getting a victory over our enemy. It's always a head honcho was always Esau with the other nations, joining with him to try and put us to death.
Gone.
That's what we're looking at. Day of Simon, day of Nicanor, this day, feast of dedication, and Purim. Them 4 days, man, that we say we're gonna honor, just like they honor 4th of July.
Gone.
Getting independence from who? Britain.
Britain.
See? This is what we said we're gonna do. This isn't one that the Most High said is a holy convocation. But all praise to the Most High that, hey, we know we coming back to our heritage. It's our heritage, man, of knowing what we did and being able to get the victory over our enemies because they was trying to kill us. You're gonna see. Go ahead. Verse 48. First Maccabees 1:48.
First Maccabees 1:48. That they should also leave their children uncircumcised, and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
See? But we supposed to teach our children what?
Laws,
The laws of the
statutes, and
Most High.
commandments.
Huh? But they don't want it. Listen, go ahead. Read on.
Verse 49. To the end they might forget the law.
There it is. That's the whole get down of Esau. Then, now, and as long as he can. Okay? That we might do what?
To the end they might forget the law.
What do Christians say?
Don't have to keep
Done
them
away
all.
with.
We ain't none of the law, right? Everybody know what they say, right? We all know what they say. We ain't none of the law. We ain't none of the law. That's why I use law a lot. Not commandments, but the law. That they might what?
to the end they might forget the law.
That's why Hosea 4:6 say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because they what? Forgot the what? The law
Gone.
Hosea 4:6.
of the Most High.
Gone.
Hmm?
I got a precept.
No, not tonight, man. We got too much to read. Go ahead, verse 50, man.
To the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
See, and do what?
And change all the ordinances.
Change all the ordinances, man. Come on.
Verse 50. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die.
You hear that?
Absolutely.
If you don't do exactly what the king said, he said what?
He should die.
He should die. Put him to death, man. That's how serious this dude was, man. First Maccabees, the 2nd chapter. Go to verse 15.
Second Maccabees 2:15.
First Maccabees.
First Maccabees 2:15. In the meanwhile, the king's officers, such as compelled the people to revolt, came into the city Modin to make them sacrifice. And when many of Israel came unto them, Mattathias also and his sons came together.
So Mattathias is a bad man. And his sons came too. Read.
Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise, Thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren. Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done, yea, and the men of Judah also, and such as remain at Jerusalem. So shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends, and thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many rewards.
What that sound like, Jim?
Christmas.
What that sound like?
Christmas.
Say it again. So,
Huh?
Go ahead. One more time.
Oh, you want to listen?
Yeah, I was.
It would be right with what you said, Faz. You was in the spirit, Faz. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Flattery.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
say,
okay.
maybe say you gonna flatter. You want many over by flattering.
Okay.
So what you tell me? See, that's what you trying to do, right? You, what do you say? You and your children gonna be honored with silver and gold and many rewards, right? Go ahead.
Verse 19.
Check it out.
Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud
He spoke with a loud voice, man.
Gone.
Think about Mashiach shot, man. He went out, he was in a ship out in the ocean talking to people on the shoreline. He had no microphone. You gotta be gentle. Don't talk so loud. Gentle, man. You know what I mean?
The Bible said cry aloud.
Yeah, cry aloud. Spare not. Go ahead.
Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him, and fall away every one from the religion of their fathers, and give consent to his
He
commandments.
said, hey, though all these nations, don't care who it is, obey the king and fall away every one from the religion of their fathers and give consent to his commandments or what this wicked king is saying to do, read.
Yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers.
Khan. He said that him and his sons and his brethren gonna walk in the commandments of the Most High, the covenant of the Most High.
Gone.
Somebody stood up, right?
Ah.
Everybody ain't gonna fall for this, man, this Sambo-ish type of way, man. Go ahead.
Verse 21. The Most High forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinance.
That's right. He said, Most High forbid that they should forsake the law and the ordinances of the Most High. You ever thought about the Most High wrote 613 laws, man? You ever thought about the work that he did? That's the work he did. He is written by the finger. That's why I like to go there and get that out. Because it's written by the finger of the Most High, and they said it don't matter. So if he wrote it with his finger, and they say what he wrote with his finger don't matter, what they giving the Most High?
The finger.
The middle finger, right?
Right.
That's what they doing. Come on, read that.
Deuteronomy 9 and 10.
Come on.
And the Most High delivered unto me 2 tables of stone written with the finger of the Most High.
Written with the finger of the Most High, man. Moses up there, what, 40 days, 40 nights? He didn't get no 10 commandments, no 40 days, 40 nights, man. He got all these commandments, right? You understand? All these commandments, man, written by the work of the Most, that's the work of the Most High. That people saying you ain't got to be concerned with. Oh, don't worry about that. All you got to do is call on the name of Jesus. You're going to be all right. As long as Jesus died and rose on the 3rd day, right?
White Jesus.
And that's not even his name.
Have faith in him, huh?
And that's not even his name.
No, right. It's cold, man. Go ahead.
Going back to First Maccabees.
Come.
First Maccabees 2
22.
and 22. We will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion, either on the right hand or the
He
left.
said, we ain't changing from the laws that the Most High wrote with his finger. He said, we ain't changing from the Most High's laws, neither from the right hand or the left. Go ahead.
Now, when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar which was at Modin, according to the king's commandment.
And here come this Sambo. Remember? Wicked men. Following the way of the king. Following the way of the system. And we know, we already read what's going to happen to those that follow the way of the system in our day. We read that in Isaiah 13, 15, Con.
Con.
And here he come. Wow, I'll do what you say, Master. Master, I'm going to do what you say. In front of Maccabees and his sons and his brethren. Go ahead.
Verse 24. Which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal, and his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar.
Killed him upon the altar, man. He couldn't take it, man. Think about it, man. We had the temple. And we sacrificed the right, goats and lambs and turtle doves and pigeons. We were doing everything that the Most High told us to do that would be righteous. And here they come in and changing everything. They coming in with this abominable way of having us to be destroyed in the eyes of the Most High. In the Greek Empire. We're not in, H.O.I is not here. He didn't come to the Roman Empire, you understand? So this is what happened before he came. So by the time he comes, looking at our people, they scattered in these different lands and they have the mindset of what you see in here. You understand? You have some that was down with him, which is the few. Huh?
Wow.
But the most of our people until this day was following the way of the world, way of the heathen. Now we can see. Huh? That's why our job is like Paul's, man. We got to go out there and reach out people, man, that's like, they're the congregation of the dead. Their minds are dead. And here we are, man. It said, if you ain't follow the way that this king said, the verdict was what?
Death.
Death. Put him to death. So Maccabees and his sons standing up. For who?
For the Most High.
For the Most High, man. Only one person know? 2 people know? Y'all know that he standing up for the Most High? That's what he standing up for, the Most High, man. Get Psalm 94:16, man. Come on.
And his laws too.
Yeah, well, that's standing up for the Most High. Because he's the one that gave the law.
Yeah,
Read that.
Psalms 94:16. who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
Or Mattathias. Go
Or,
ahead.
or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Mattathias. God?
Ah.
Yeah. See what he did? Read verse 24 again.
First Maccabees 2 and 24.
This Israelite gonna go up there and sacrifice the swine flesh and unclean beasts on the altar. That's what he did. And when he seen it, read.
Which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal, and his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar.
Killed him on that altar, man. Put him to death. For the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, man. And for the Most High being disrespected. The disrespect of the Most High. And the work that the Most High done. Y'all see a hand back there? Yes.
Yeah, you can also call that the spirit created for vengeance.
You gotta speak up, I can't hear you.
You know how the Bible says the spirits that are created for vengeance?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it was?
Go ahead.
Verse 25. Also the king's commissioner, who compelled men to sacrifice, he killed at that time. And the altar he pulled
He
down.
was going off, man. He killed the commissioner that was having everybody sacrifice on that altar. Killed him too. And pulled the altar down, man. Okay, jump to verse 49 and 50.
First Maccabees 2 and 49. Now when the time drew near that Mattathias should die, he said unto his sons, now have pride and rebuke gotten strength in the time of destruction and the wrath of indignation. Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law.
Be zealous for what?
Be ye zealous for the law.
Be zealous for what, class?
Be ye zealous for the law.
Be what?
Be ye zealous for the law.
Be what?
Be ye zealous for the law.
That's right, man. He said, be ye zealous for the law. Who wrote the laws?
The
Most
All
High.
right, kind. Go ahead.
Power.
And give your lives for the covenant of your father.
Man. He said, you already died. He told his sons, man, hey, give your lives for the laws that the Most High wrote to us, the covenant that the Most High made with us. We made the covenant. Get Psalm 105, 8 to 10. Because, you know, I see these preachers saying the covenant with anybody. No. That's a lie. That's a lie, T.D. Jakes.
TD Snakes. TD Snakes.
Chicken
TD
fried
Snakes,
shakes.
whatever. Hey, who the covenant with?
Israel.
Let's
Yashala.
Psalm 105 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
He have remembered his covenant forever.
How long?
He have remembered his covenant forever.
Forever, man. Go ahead.
The word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, which covenant he made with Abraham, and his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant.
How long does the covenant last?
And to Israel for an
Everlasting covenant.
everlasting covenant.
Everlasting covenant, man. Everlasting agreement that he had with us as a children of Israel, who he gave his laws to. He ain't give it to nobody else. As for his judgment, they have not known it either. No matter what you see on this earth, man. Fires, earthquakes, tornadoes, you know, IFOs. What they call UFOs, no matter what it is, they have not seen his judgment, man. So, hey. Jump up to verse 56 in First Maccabees, the second chapter.
You said 66?
Yeah.
First Maccabees 2 and 66. As for Judas Maccabeus, he have been mighty and strong, even from his youth up. Let him be your captain, and fight the battle of the people.
That's right, Judas Maccabees, man. Great warrior, man. He told him, hey, let him fight, you know, be the leader of the army. They're going to have to go against who?
Antiochus.
And who was he?
the biggest devil on the earth at that at that time.
What are the generals, right?
He was what?
What are the generals, right?
Yeah, but now
No, he was a man. He was a king.
he's the king.
He wasn't a general. He was a king. Antiochus Epiphanes. Remember we read about him earlier. Antiochus Epiphanes. He's of the Seleucid dynasty of the Greek Empire. He's the
Yeah.
main one that came out of one of Alexander's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
four generals.
From the generals, that's what I say. He's one of the generals that Turkey, right? Yeah.
Right. But he became the king.
Yeah.
You see, he was wiping all the rest of them. You know how they are, wiping them out, man. You know, taking over. He wanted Egypt because Ptolemy had Egypt. He wanted his land and so forth. So, and plus the things that he was concentrating on us. You see this? He's the main one concentrating on us, man. Read that again.
First Maccabees 2:66. As for Judas Maccabeus, he hath been mighty and strong, even from his youth up. Let him be your captain and fight the battle of the people.
Right. So Judas Maccabeus was going to be the head leader in war of the Maccabees. Jump to the verse before that to show you who was going to be the brains.
First Maccabees 2:65. And behold, I know that your brother Simon is a man of counsel. Give ear unto him always. He shall be a father unto you.
So Simon the brothers, Simon Maccabees was the one that had the intelligence. So he said, hey, give counsel. As he give counsel, he tell you what to do, follow him, right? And Judas going to be dealing with the war, and Simon going to be dealing with the counsel of, you know, what's going on, how to maneuver this and the third, whatever, as far as, you know, on a high level of understanding what's going on and so forth. From there, get 1 Maccabees 3:45. So that's what Judas is doing, man. He's standing up for against the evildoers. He's standing up against the workers of iniquity. Matter of fact, get Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Because the Most High asks, who gonna stand up for me against the workers of iniquity and the evildoers? This is what he's doing. Read this, so you understand.
Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors.
That's right. A righteous man gonna stand in great boldness in the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labor. And you see Mattathias so far put in some work. Right?
God.
And that's how it's gonna be, man. First Maccabees 3:45.
First Maccabees 3:45. Now Jerusalem lay void as a wilderness. There was none of her children that went in or out. The sanctuary also was trodden down, and aliens kept the stronghold.
Who?
And aliens kept the stronghold.
What do you call them?
And
Aliens.
kept the stronghold.
That's the Mexicans. Huh? I said no. You see that? That's how they changed everything around, man. They the aliens, right?
God.
Edomites the aliens, you know? But then they changed around to say somebody else is the alien.
Really, the white man, the alien.
Huh?
Really, the white man, the alien.
Yeah. Read Jeremiah 5:1. They the aliens. Shoot. For real. Right? Let's read it. I mean, come on, let's read it. Lamentations 5:1. Select it. Lamentations 5:1. Read that.
Lamentations 5:1. Remember, O Most High, what is come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach.
Mm-hmm.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
Our inheritance, our land is turned to strangers. Read.
Our houses to aliens.
There they are again. Come on, who occupying our land?
Peace.
That's right. Who said that?
Your God.
Yeah. Who
God.
said that?
Your God.
Your God.
God.
That's right. Hey, Luke 21:24. Come on. Read that.
Luke 21:24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword,
That's us, man. When we fell in 70 AD. Come on.
and shall be led away captive into all nations.
Into all nations, man. That's why he told us in verse 20, what? Now we in Israel, we in the land of Israel. Masha warning us. What did he say?
Luke 21:20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
So what armies are these? We didn't jump from one kingdom to another kingdom. What armies are these?
The Romans.
The Roman armies, right? They came into power after the Greeks, right? What did he tell us? Read. Verse 21.
Verse 21. And then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto.
Right, that's right, man. I mean, when you look at what happened in 70 AD, you talking about a lot of bloodshed and murder and just beyond imagination, man. This is what my sheriff was trying to say. Read.
Verse 22. For these be the days of vengeance,
So these be the days of vengeance. Read.
that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
All things that are written may be fulfilled. Now, you want to know what happened? Just read Psalms, the 79th chapter. You can understand what happened. All things that were written. Understand, there is no New Testament when Amashah walked the earth. Kind.
Salaki, can we use Psalms 118 and 10?
Say it louder.
Psalms 118, verse 10 and 11.
Yeah.
And that's also going to the besieged, right? Besieged, right?
Salaki.
Come on.
Psalms 118:10. All nations compass me about, but in the name of the Most High will I destroy them. They compass me about, yeah, they compass me about, but in the name of the Most High I will destroy them.
Yeah. Not yet, Doc. We just don't go with this.
Okay.
Just don't go with this. But it's coming. It's coming. Right? For the future. But go back to Luke 21, verse 22. I want to just show you something, because a lot of times, you know, people have this idea of a Mashiach Yahushua that Jesus, like he's just this little salty and not really dealing with who he was dealing with in his world, but he dealt with his world. He dealt with them in this world. Talking about them. Talking about the Edomites, straight up. Most people don't know. You don't know, man. He called them the devil. He called them the wicked. He called them evil. He called them violent. All of that. Straight up. Read it.
Luke 21:22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
Right. These be the days of vengeance, that all things that were written may be fulfilled. Like I said, if you want to know what happened, just read Psalms the 79th chapter. That's what he's saying. All things that's written may be fulfilled. Because remember, there's no New Testament when he walked the earth. All he had to go by, and the people, was the law and the prophets. So when he said things, you gotta go there when he's saying it. If he's saying something to us, then we gotta look at what we had to go by. Did we have revelation to go by when he walked the earth?
No.
Uh-uh.
No.
What about Paul's writings?
No.
Uh-uh.
Peter's writings?
Uh-uh.
James?
No.
Uh-uh.
See, so all they had was the law and the prophets. So when you think like that, it'll help you to be able to look at, wow, okay, well, he making a statement as it is written. It's got to be written where?
No Testament.
No Testament. Simple as that. So we say, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. So who brought about the vengeance? Matthew 11:11. I'm selected for the sidebar, but I just got to bring it out.
Bring it out.
Mashiach outside, they don't know.
That's right.
They don't know enough, well enough, I know that. That's my big brother. Khan?
Khan.
Is that our big brother?
Khan.
Khan. What do you say? Read it.
Matthew 11:11. Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, there have not risen a greater than John the Baptist. Notwithstanding, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he.
Right, go ahead.
And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence.
So he said until now, we the kingdom of heaven, Khan.
Khan.
So he said the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, read.
And the violent take it by force.
And the who?
And the violent take it by force.
And the who?
And the violent take it by force.
Who took it by force?
And the violent take it by
He
force.
said the violent take it by force. He just said these be the days of what?
Vengeance.
Vengeance, man. So the violent people brought the vengeance upon us. You see that?
Khan.
Luke 21:24.
Luke 21:24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
See that? We were led away captives, man, when we fell in 70 AD, man. Into all these nations, man, all these different nations. Until, it's going to be that way, and the Gentiles have our land until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And the most I know when that time is. Khan?
Khan.
Everybody have a certain amount of time to rule. And that time is coming very close, man.
Khan.
First Maccabees, most I only know though. First Maccabees 4, the 4th chapter, verse 1. I want to wait before you go there. I want to show something. I want to, man, it was cold. They were cold, man. Go back to First Maccabees, the 1st chapter. Man. I want to show y'all something about this Christmas still, man. Go to verse 59.
First Maccabees 1:59. Now the 25th day of the month, they did sacrifice upon the idol altar, which was upon the altar of the Most High.
So now, the 25th day, specifically of Castle, which is tomorrow, they did the sacrificing. Y'all with me?
Khan.
They did the sacrifice on the 25th day, which would be tomorrow. That's when it started. But every 25th day of the month, this is what they did, read.
Verse 60. At which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women.
Who?
They put to death certain women.
They put to death certain women, read.
That had caused their children to be circumcised.
And what they do?
And they hanged the infants about their necks, and rifled their houses, and slew them that had circumcised them.
Listen, when y'all see them bulbs on the trees, man, that's our children's heads, man.
That's a fire precept.
That's what they did, man. And you go to Target, and didn't you say it was a Target around here? Target. You go to Target.
Get the door, somebody.
I don't know. I gotta see. Maybe I can get a chance to go before they take them down. I went to Target and I walked in there, and they had heads on the trees, man. They had heads all on the trees. Faces.
Jay Judah in the house.
I didn't, you know. I'm looking at this, man. It's like, wow. See them balls that represent our babies' heads they put on them trees.
The chair right here. You can sit right here.
See what he said? You hear what he said? And they hang the infants about their necks.
You got a chair?
That's what they did.
I get one.
You say you had a piece up about the baby's heads?
Nah, I said that was a fire precept that you brought up. I said,
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what they did, man. And
Should have another chair up there.
A lot of these things we don't really, know. We just practicing what it is that we've been shown to do. Traditions of men. That's what they did. Go ahead.
First Maccabees 1:62. Howbeit, many in Israel were resolved and confirmed in themselves not to eat any unclean thing.
Y'all know about Eleazar, the old man. He was 90 years old, right? Y'all know about him, right? They wanted to eat some swine. He said, no, I ain't doing it. They said, we'll give you some lamb. He said, no. Everybody gonna think I ate something that was abominable.
Okay, got you.
I don't live this long now. They gonna think I ate something just to live. No. He died. He got tortured, right? Then you had the woman with her 7 sons. Each one of them was tortured to death by the white man, Edomites, in the Bible, right? They died rather than eating abominable things. That's why when the Most High told Peter in Acts the 10th chapter, Peter, kill and eat. So I ain't never ate nothing unclean in my life. That's how we live. We coming back to that, you see?
All praise to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High God. You see what I'm saying? But he wasn't talking about no meat. They used that to say you can eat whatever you want to eat. He was talking about someone of like the northern tribes that's clean himself up. Becoming righteous, man. Not no meat. We won't talk about no meat. You understand? But he used analysis of the 4 foot of each. I mean, this ain't for everybody. That's why the Most I have a lot of this in the Bible, man. It's like they be twisting it up, man, to be able to think that this is what it means. It don't mean that. You know what I mean? Because they ain't really been taught. You gotta be taught this, man. A lot of people think that Cornelius was a Gentile, man. Most I ain't dealing with no. That's the Edomite at that. Because he said Italian band, right? Italian, no different than Colin Powell was over all America's army, right?
God.
Military, right?
God.
Come on, man. We don't think, man. We gotta think, man. Come on. So, you see, this is what we dealing with, man. Many of Israel were resolved not to eat any unclean thing. Verse 63. Listen how serious this is concerning the dietary law. What do you say?
Verse 63. Wherefore the rather to die.
Rather what?
Wherefore the rather to die.
Rather to die, read.
That they might not be defiled with meat.
Yes. I can eat whatever I want to eat. Most I know my heart. All you gotta do is pray over it. I know the scripture they go to back it up. You know what I mean? Like, how you gonna say the Most High giving us something that's not clean? Look, they rather die than eat any unclean thing, any defiled or be defiled with meats. Go ahead.
And that they might not profane the holy covenant, so then they die.
Wow, man. Get the law on the swine. Verse 11 and 7. I mean, just so everybody might be someone that's just tuning in right now. They might be mad as ever at me because I'm talking about swine. They think, like you said, the #1 meat in the world, right? That's right.
How dare you talk about my pork?
This dude told me he was gonna kill me for talking about his pork. He said, I walk from Skid Row to Long Beach, man. You can't tell me I can't eat no pork. I said, the Bible says it, bro. Yeah, oh no, you said it. Why you gotta bring it out? He was serious, boy. Read that.
Leviticus 11 and 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
Now swine is that pig, man. He is unclean to us. Go ahead.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Right. So all of them that says you can eat whatever you want to eat and do whatever you want to do, get Isaiah. Let's go to the law of the judgment. When the Most High bring forth the judgment on this earth, back to this earth, let's see what it says. Isaiah 66:15. So we know, because you see that we rather die than to defile ourselves with any unclean meats. We rather die. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Okay, come on.
Isaiah 66:15.
This is the end.
For
I mean,
behold,
anybody that don't say they can eat whatever they want to eat, as long as they pray over it, this is what the Most High said.
for behold, the Most High will come with fire,
That's my shot that was side too.
and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury,
Mm-hmm.
and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Come on.
For by fire and by his sword will the Most High plead with all flesh.
This judgment, this is judgment. When the Master outside come to judge and make war. Through the power of the Most High. He gonna plead with everybody. Read.
And the slain of the Most High shall be many.
This particular scripture is talking about the slain of the Most High gonna be many. But there's a certain people that's gonna kill pertaining to what they're doing in their body right now. When the judgment come, this is judgment. Read.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst,
Doing what?
eating swine's flesh.
Doing what?
Eating swine's flesh.
That's the pig. Number one meat in the world. Eating swine's flesh. Read.
And the abomination.
And the abomination. Anything. That's why you can read Leviticus 11 chapter and learn what you can eat and what you can't eat. If you don't know, you need to be inquiring. And we can teach you about what's clean and what's unclean. Go ahead.
And the mouse.
People eating the mouse, family. You know they eat mouse. Y'all better stop eating that Chinese food. Go ahead.
Shall be consumed
You
together.
hear what he said? What'd he say?
Shall be consumed
together.
What'd he say?
Shall be consumed together.
What'd he say?
Shall be consumed together.
Who said it?
Saith the Most High.
Said the Most High, man.
Yahweh.
Khan. Go ahead.
Verse 18. For I know their works and their thoughts.
Most High say he know your works. He know you been eating that pig. He know you been eating catfish and what, shrimp and crabs and lobsters and everything they eat. What?
Swine flesh.
No. Everybody, all these things eat what?
Doo-doo.
Doo-doo. God. The catfish mouth is where?
Underneath the chin.
Yeah, underneath the chin, man. The bottom just sucking up
Bottom
everything.
feeders.
Like that fish that they have that clean aquariums. I mean, it's straight up. It's just like you said, it's just like a catfish. Just clean up everything, man. That's what they do. Yeah.
I had a precept to go with that Maccabees 1 and 62.
Speak up.
I had a precept to go with that Maccabees 1 and 60 to 62. Revelation 11 and 10 concerning Christmas.
Oh.
Revelation 11 and 10.
But that's it with that. Go ahead.
Revelation 11 and 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth.
How you put that in with it?
So it's to make merry, and then they send gifts. Go ahead, read that again.
Revelations 11 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry.
Right, so that's going to Esau, rejoicing over us, because they had us in slavery, making merry. That's why they celebrate Christmas. Go ahead.
And shall send gifts one to another.
So they send gifts to one another.
You talking on the 25th?
Yeah, con.
Yeah.
That's what I was linking up with.
Right, on the 25th. On Christmas, right.
Mm-hmm. So they
Go
send
ahead.
gifts to each other in slavery.
Yep.
Because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth.
I had to look more into that. But that's real far as them making merry themselves right now.
Merry Christmas.
Couldn't find no way to follow. Everybody dealing with Christmas, right? Yeah.
Back to Isaiah where it said, and the mouse, that also goes into the rabbit, because that's a rodent also. A lot of people eat rabbit and don't realize that's a rodent. And then also, like you and I discussed, now you go on YouTube and see chickens eating rats.
Yeah.
So you can't really eat chicken, even though it's allowed, because now it's consuming rat and then you're consuming the chicken.
Right.
So that kind of thing, right.
I was trying to,
Yeah, like when you were talking about unclean animals,
You speak
Esau,
up.
When you were talking about unclean animals, Esau is so disgusting. They're eating skunk now.
Skunk.
Yeah, there's Edomites right now hunting and killing and eating skunk.
That's a rodent also.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Skunk.
Yes. There's videos right now.
How they get the smell away? I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, ask an Edomite. They
because,
know.
once it dies, you see a skunk on just somebody rolled over it, man, you can smell it for miles. A long way.
But the skunk itself doesn't smell like that. It's what is inside in that bag in its stomach that it sprays out to defend itself. That's what smells. So when it's laying and dead, you smell what's inside of
When I
it.
saw that-
But the skunk itself walking down the street or the road, you won't smell that. Right.
I know he spray you, man.
Yeah, that's why they got, that's why, the Most High, he did set up stores like Lassen's, Whole Foods, Sprouts. You know what I'm saying? So the Israelites that got that mindset could go and shop there and buy organic chicken, grass-fed chicken, you know what I'm saying, that don't eat, rat or
Only thing about this world, man, Isaiah 24:5. Only thing about this world, man. Well, I mean, we really taking the chance to be able to believe whatever they say, man. We talking about organic and stuff like that. Read that.
Isaiah 24:5.
Mm-hmm.
The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Yeah, man, that's their whole. When you understand that their whole purpose is to have us sin. You hear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Their
sir.
whole purpose is to have us sin. So, how many names can y'all name that they have named pork? There's a lot of names, man. It's a whole lot of genre of the names that they've changed pork to. You see what I'm saying? So,
Like white meat.
yeah,
Right.
I mean, like it's a lot of different names that they have, that's pork, that's don't say pork.
Right.
Like they be saying, what's they said, natural flavorings.
Oh.
And, you know what I mean? They got so many things. I mean, what is that? Oh, it's vegetable. No, it's not. Come on.
You got the fruits and vegetables that been, that they've been pissed on by pigs.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
seen where they was taking bugs and using the bugs,
whatever we
grinding the
use,
bugs up for the putting it into the seasonings.
Yeah, kind of see that before. Yep.
Come on, man. I mean, that's why we have to pray over everything.
Yeah.
Water, everything that we consume, pray over it. You know what I mean? Because the most I know we're gonna drink poison and live. You see? Yeah.
Can I get just one scripture, Salaki? I don't mean to take over your teaching.
Yeah, but that's what you're doing.
Salaki.
Where you going? What you want to read though? I'm just messing with you.
Genesis 4:12. Concerning the food.
Genesis 4:12. When thou tillest the ground,
So this is talking about Cain. We all know that Cain is the reincarnation of Esau, and he got stripped of his melanin. Right?
it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength.
Right. So whenever he tilled the ground, wherever Esau go, it's not gonna henceforth yield whatever fruits and vegetables he grow. It's not gonna be, it's gonna be defiled because he's cursed. Go ahead.
A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth.
Right, so that's Esau. He's a fugitive and a vagabond. You can link that up with Ezekiel 4:13. Our food's gonna be defiled, so we eat to the best of our abilities because we're in captivity.
Beautiful precept, too.
Earth is also defiled and how it is thereof, man. It's defiled. It's real, man. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna be able to do the things. That's why I don't know if you ever flew across America, man, but there's so much empty spaces, man. Like squared up. You know what I mean? It's like so much land that's just empty spaces, man. You know why? Because the most I have, the bugs eat up his crops. Like you just read that. He eat up his crops. Then he made this insecticide to spray it.
Pesticide.
So, what it called?
Pesticides, yeah, pesticides.
Pesticide to spray them, and then those bugs that come out, they're used to that. So it got to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So with the pesticides go into the earth and destroys the earth. That's why I said the earth is defiled thereof. And just what you bring it out, that's how he's using it to do. And you got to spray, you got to make it heavier and heavier and heavier. Like the road spray they got now probably is like, woo. It's probably not the same road spray they had in the 60s and the 50s and so forth. You know what I mean? It had to be stronger and stronger and stronger because they're used to it. Yeah.
God, like ever since these people got into power, that's why it says in what's it? If somebody came up with H.O.I, bring out Revelations 11 and 18 regarding what they're doing to the earth, like spreading chemtrails and all that.
And that's not an excuse just to eat whatever the hell you want to eat. No.
Because they do it, they spread those
chemtrails. You're supposed to do it to the best
chemtrails.
of your abilities. You know what I'm saying? You eat healthy to the best of your abilities. But
They-
even
they-
though it's defiled, you still, you know what I'm saying, eat. You know what I'm saying, healthy.
But that's
they
like a
spread them-
Christian saying, I'm not going to keep the law because we can't keep all the laws. It's the same thing. Well, I'm not going to eat healthy
Right.
because it's not all healthy.
Right.
They
That's
make an
ridiculous.
excuse.
Scripture
Right.
to say you broke one, you broke them all.
Right.
God,
Right,
God.
right, right.
None of them.
You still eat healthy though, even though it's still a little defiled, but you
Right.
still do it to the best of your abilities.
Right.
You gotta be
That's
aware.
not an excuse.
I seen this scientist. They took chicken, they put it under a microscope, and it was so many parasites.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So many parasites. Like I said, everything defiled, but it was like, you gotta understand, man. That's why y'all see the watermelons now, right?
Gone.
What they doing exploding and how they you know, y'all see them like Walmart, how those Walmart, I mean, the watermelons just, what do we like? Chicken and what?
Watermelons.
I mean, it's like, you gotta be aware of these things, man. Yeah.
No.
Like I was saying,
Watermelon.
like I was saying, like like them chemtrails be up on them vegetables when people are cropping and farming and they on them vegetables at them farm.
Mm-hmm.
They spray them chemicals on them from them planes on them vegetables and fruits when they out there in the field. But
And the water too, right?
yeah,
Oh, of course.
Of
course.
It's
For
called
everything that we eat.
yeah. The water's PFAS, which is called forever chemicals, is majority in the water supply in this country. I already told you about that, right? Like it's mostly in the water supply in this country. Hey, but Elder Slocky, can somebody get out Revelations 11 and 18?
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh, go ahead, Slocky.
All right, Revelations 11:18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Right. Right.
That's what they doing. They want to destroy the earth and everything in it because they're the most dangerous organism on the face of the planet.
One last thing. On those pesticides, you know, they have such chemicals now, they can change the gender of a frog from a male to a female. Chemically.
You're right. That's what I was
Chemically.
It's called
Right.
acetine.
And
Yep.
right, and that acetine is the main thing in the pesticides, and it promotes estrogen in people, and it kills man's testosterone and makes them effeminized. That's what it's doing to our men, and they don't even realize it. That's why you can't eat that stuff that's not sprayed. You got to eat that's not sprayed, and you got to trust that it's not sprayed. But you can't eat anything that's not organic because it'll be sprayed with that, and it's just gonna make you more effeminized as a man, and you'll take on those attributes of being too emotional and all those other things that a woman does. This is what's going on.
And women be more
Becoming more masculine.
Masculine.
I was gonna get to that next. Exactly right. Exactly right.
That's their whole plan.
Exactly
Let's
right.
go to First Maccabees 4 and 1.
And you should never eat nothing out of Walmart. When you talk about watermelon, you should never eat nothing from Walmart, man. That's insanity.
First Maccabees 4:1. Then took Georgius 5,000 footmen and 1,000 of the best horsemen, and removed out of the camp by night, to the end he might rush in upon the camp of the Jews and smite them suddenly. And the men of the fortress were his guides.
Come on.
Now when Judas heard thereof,
Remember, Judas is the one that's selected to do what?
The fighting.
For the fighting kind. Go ahead.
he himself removed, and the valiant men with him, that he might smite the king's army, which was at Amos. While as yet the forces were dispersed from the camp. In the mean season came Georgius by night into the camp of Judas, and when he found no man there, he sought them in the mountains. For said he, these fellows flee from us. But as soon as it was day, Judas showed himself in the plain with 3,000 men.
So he got 5,000. Georgia's got 5,000 men. Judas got 3,000, right? 2,000 more he had than him. Read, go ahead.
Who nevertheless had neither armor nor swords to their minds. And they saw the camp of the heathen, that it was strong and well harnessed, and compassed round about with horsemen. And these were expert of war.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Then said Judas to the men that were with him, Fear ye not their multitude? Fear ye not their multitude, neither be ye afraid of their assault. Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea.
Come on.
When Pharaoh pursued them with an army.
So what is he doing? What is Judas telling the men? What is he reminding the men of?
The days of old.
Well, the miracles and the Most High, and that He's on your side.
Huh? What?
How the miracles of the Most High have always been on your side.
Con.
Right.
We got to go back to the Most High, man. Always go back to the Most High. That's when we get the victory. Who's going to give us the victory? The Most High, who is a man of war. In war, you have strategies. How you going to do this and do that maneuver to be able to win. That's the Most High, man. That's our power. Huh? Yeah. He said, remember the Most High, man, what he did. Come on.
Now therefore, let us cry unto heaven.
Let's what?
Let us cry unto heaven.
Look, that's the only time the Most High have pity on us, man. And you ain't crying to the Most High with no pride. Pride is hateful before the Most High and man. You got to be humble. 2,000 men outnumbering you. We get ready to go to war. He telling them, hey, Judges 10:10. Just so you know, man, I don't like to say things can't prove it. It's very important, man, that you see this, because this is where we at. What we gonna have to do. It's part of what we have to do in dealing with getting out of our captivity, man. Read that.
Judges 10:10. And the children of Israel cried unto the Most High, saying, We have sinned against thee, both because we have forsaken our power and also served an idol.
That's right, man. So we cried to the Most High, man. First thing we said was what? Don't say it. I ain't asked you.
Oh, sorry.
You know I'm a bear. Just let me give you notice,
God,
okay?
God.
Look for notice from me. You always, I'm a bear. Always got the answer, right? Always got the answer. What we do? What first thing we said? What's first thing we did?
We say we are sin.
We are sin, man. That was marvelous in the eyes of the Most High, man. Not that we all that. Because we just chosen, but we called. But who in here is chosen?
You might. No,
You
Israelites.
No, man. We
Israelites
called.
are chosen.
We called. We called. At least I'm called. I ain't gonna say I'm chosen.
Right. Many are called.
That's
Many are called, but
chosen.
few are
Chosen.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta be in the spirit to be able to know how to operate in the spirit for what our ancestors have. Just what he's dealing with, and I'm showing you what he's dealing with to show he going to war. He outnumbered by 2,000. He tell them, hey, remember the Most High, what he did. Man, we went to war. We woke up. Most I done killed 145,000. We ain't lift no sword at all. 185,000. Come on. What we talking about? We talking about the Most High. But understand this. He still is humble. He real humble. Because he's saying, what he tell his men? What he tell his men first?
Remember the Most High?
No. What he tell them?
Cry out.
Cry unto the Most High. Not cry out. Cry unto the Most High. Listen to what he's saying so you understand what works. This marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. Can't nobody gainsay on this, man. Read this.
Going back first, Maggie?
No. We in Judges.
Judges 10:10. And the children of Israel cried unto the Most High, saying, we have sinned against thee, both because we have forsaken our power and also served an idol.
See, that's no different than what we're doing now. If we're not really looking at how we got to get closer to the Most High, what it's going to take to please Him. Period. It's going to be all about Him. It's too much about us, Israel, and don't know enough about the Most High who's going to deliver us. It's only in His hand. It ain't in the Mashiach Yahweh's hand, and definitely ain't in our hand. Ain't no man gonna save us, right?
No.
Deuteronomy 28, 29. Ain't no man gonna save us. It's in the Most High's hand. You know, when you look at any time we have to go to war, it's gonna always be the same. You're gonna find the same thing that we're gonna pray to the Most High. We're gonna humble ourselves. Look at Esther and Judah. Man, they put Judah on their bodies in ashes and cried to the Most High, man. You talking about Judah was so beautiful, and them men was flipping out on her, right? They said they was like, what nation have women like this? Where you come from? Right? She went in there and did what? Most I give me the scripture to do what? Chop this dude's head off. Woo! Woo! Chop his head off, put it in the bag, right? He go, young leader, went back home and said, he go to leader. What they say, you have to get out of there, man. Come on, man. But this is what works with the Most High, man. Read.
Verse 11. And the Most High said unto the children of Israel, did not I deliver you from the Egyptians and from the Amorites, from the children of Ammon, and from the Philistines?
And the Most High delivers from all these wicked nations, man. Not because of us, but because of His name's sake. His name is in our name, read.
The Zidonians also, and the Amalekites, and the Moabites did oppress you, and ye cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hand.
What do we do? What do we do?
Cry.
We cried unto the Most High, and He delivered us out of their hand, B.
That's crazy, man.
Yet ye have forsaken me, and served other gods.
Other religions, man. They're saying that we ain't under the Most High. We ain't got to follow Him. We ain't got to follow His laws, statutes, and commandments. Until this day, right? Read.
Wherefore I will deliver you no more.
Ooh. He said, man, I ain't delivering you no more. Read.
Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Ooh.
Come.
That's deep right there.
Hey, you notice, Thawan, you notice that we always cried into the Most High and He'll save us, and then we'll fall right back into some idolatry.
Every time.
And then we do the same thing over and over again.
This is the last time, huh?
Yeah,
This our last time.
Come.
And
After us crying, and those that don't want to humble themselves and cry, Most High gonna put to death. It's over for them, man. It's over. It's over. We have sinned. We gotta understand. Every prophet said we have sinned.
Right.
What nobody talking about all that? They ain't think they want to. They ain't talking about they the chosen. We called, but we can't say we chosen. He said, "Dare not make thyself one of the number." And for the best to be the chosen, then that's making ourselves one of the number. We got to endure unto the end to be saved. From who? From our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. It's a formula, man. It's a method, a spiritual method that we have written in these scriptures, man. That you see right here. I challenge anybody to gainsay on this, man. This is real. Read on.
Verse 15. And the children of Israel said unto the Most High, We have sinned.
What they say again?
We have sinned.
They ain't said the first time. They said only one time. What they say again?
We have sinned.
We have sinned, man. That ain't think we are that. Not before the Most High. When it's going to take 1,000 years to learn of him. Con? Yeah, come on, man. That's humility. Read.
Do thou unto us whatsoever seemeth good unto thee. Deliver us only, we pray thee, this day.
He said, hey, man, hey, we have sinned. We ain't all that. He said, only do it to us what you going to do, man. But deliver us only. We pray thee this day. Read. And what they do?
And they put away the strange gods from among them.
They left what church?
Christian church.
Slave Plantation Christian Church.
That cover all of them?
Huh?
That covers all of them?
All of them.
All of them,
Yeah. Every single
Slaves,
last one.
what you call them?
The Slave Plantation Christian Church.
Yeah, that
West
cover
side
all
word.
of them, man. They put away the strange gods from among them. Read.
And served the Most High.
And serve the Most High. Read.
And his soul was grieved for the misery of Israel.
See that? You see how we got the Most High's attention? His soul was grieved for the misery of us, man.
And also the Most High got a lot of patience too. Because one day is how many? Is what, 1,000?
1,000 years.
1,000 years. That's a lot of patience from the Most High, right? So imagine all that built up, you know what I'm saying, that we keep messing up. And then his judgment, once we get judged, it's gonna be bad.
Read
Because all that build up, you know.
First Maccabees 4 and 9. Kind of. I mean, over and over again.
Yeah, over and over again for how
Over
many
and over
years?
again.
But imagine how many years though.
When you read Judges, man, they say, hey, Moses set up a king, wicked, and we was wicked. Moses put us in captivity, put a nation over us. He said he's going to do it. Hey, then we cried to Moses, he let us out, released us. Then we went back to being wicked, like you said.
Yeah.
Back to put a nation over us, over and over again.
Put no people over.
Yeah.
God.
Read that.
First Maccabees 4 and 9. Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea, when Pharaoh pursued them with an army. Now therefore let us cry unto heaven, if peradventure the Most High will have mercy upon us, and remember the covenant of our fathers, and destroy this host before our face this day.
See that? He's giving a method. He's telling you what to do. All you gotta do is listen. Have ears to hear. You got eyes to see. You read it, so hopefully, but go ahead.
Verse 11. That so all the heathen may know that there is one who delivereth and saveth Israel.
That's right, man. There's one that delivered and saved Israel. And all the heathen gonna know at this time that there is one who delivered and saved Israel. Let's read about him. Go to Luke
Let's read about it.
168. God? Let's read about him. He the power of who? That saved Israel. Who he saved the power of?
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
God, that's his name. How long?
Forever.
You know, I know what?
Forever and
Loyal to
ever.
all generations. Con, read that.
Luke 168.
Con.
Blessed be the most high power of Israel.
So now, is he the power of every nation? Come on, read it again.
Blessed be the most high power of Israel.
Most high power of Israel, of the Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, from Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Read.
For he hath visited and redeemed his people.
His people. Here's the personal possessive pronoun showing ownership. He visited and redeemed his people from what?
And have raised up a horn of salvation for us.
A horn, which is power of salvation. Power is an authority. That's salvation. Power, rulership, and authority. For us, the 12 tribes of Israel, read.
In the house of his servant David.
Who was a Mashiach Yahushua, who came out of the tribe of Judah. As King David, you know, came out of. Read.
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies.
Saved from who?
That
Our
we
enemies.
should be saved from our enemies.
And what else?
And from the hand of all that hate
And
us.
from the hand of all that hate us, man. That's it. To do what?
To perform the mercy promised to our fathers.
Mercy promised to our fathers, man. What is mercy?
Getting something you do not deserve.
No.
Basically,
Not getting something that you do deserve.
Not
Grace is getting something you do not deserve. Mercy is not getting something that you do deserve to get. Con?
Con.
That's right. All right, let's go back to my first Maccabees 4.
First Maccabees 4 and 12. Then the strangers lifted up their eyes and saw them coming over against them. Wherefore they went out of the camp to battle. But they that were with Judas sounded their trumpets. So they joined the battle, and the heathen being discomfited fled into the plain.
That's 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, how many? Against who? How many was it?
Was that against 2,000?
How many was it? Against
Three.
Giorgio had how many? 5,000. Judas man had how many? 3,000. 3,000 against 5,000. But what happened? Discomfited fled into the plain. Go ahead.
Howbeit, all the hindmost of them were slain with the sword.
So Judas men killed the ones that was left behind. Go ahead.
For they pursued them unto Gezerah, and unto the plains of Idumea, and Azotus, and Jamnia, so that there was slain of them upon 3,000 men.
So it was 3,000 of Judas men, and they killed 3,000 of their men. So 2,000 was fleeing. Go ahead.
This done, Judas returned again with his host from pursuing them, and said to the people, be not greedy of the spoil, inasmuch as there is a battle before us.
See, there it is. I said that earlier, right? He said, don't get the spoils from, because, you know, they was decked out when they went to war. So he said, don't get whatever you can get, the gold, the silver that they have, you know, the army men have on. He said, hey, we got a battle to pursue. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And Georgius and his host are here by us in the mountain. But stand ye now against our enemies, and overcome them. And after this, you may boldly take their spoil.
And you got to look at, look up Idumea. So you know they fled in Idumea. So you know that it's still the Edomites involved in this war against us. It's always been them. You got it?
I got.
You got it?
Yeah, I got the definition.
Go
If you
ahead.
want me to go into it. This is Smith's Bible Dictionary.
Get it in
Compact Bible.
You want me to read it?
We're
Yes,
getting a
sir.
Compact Bible Dictionary.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Smith's Bible Dictionary. Idumea, Edom. Idumea or Idumea, red. The name Edom was given to Esau, the firstborn son of Isaac, and his twin brother Jacob, when he sold his birthright to the latter for a meal of lent pottage, the country which.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Everybody know that.
All right.
That's Genesis 25 down. So, but I just want to identify. Let me see. You see it?
I was playing.
I don't know
I
you
was
got it
playing.
marked
What
in
was
there?
that? That was Smith's Bible Dictionary.
Yep, Smith Bible Dictionary. Yeah.
Hold on, let me look that up because
Yeah, read it.
It's
I
Zondervan.
just want the two words. I just want what it first say. When it shows just like we do BAAL, what it say?
Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, Idumea, pertaining to Edom.
Pertaining to who?
Pertaining to Edom.
Pertaining to Edom. You see? Edom is what? What we know Edom was in they the what? Instead of calling us that, they the what? Alien, right? You remember that, right? They the aliens. They done something, they always call us something that they are.
Right.
So, right? But we don't know that unless you want to keep some money, you put it where?
In a book.
In the books. We done read 3 books. We done read the Bible. We done read the Smith Dictionary. We done read the Compact Bible Dictionary. Yes.
Also, you know, when you were talking about Esau, Edom being the alien, the word alien actually goes back to Zeno. And the funny thing about it, they want to call everybody else a Zeno, but they're the biggest Zenos there is, right along with being xenophobic.
Okay, come on. Judas, we're talking about Judas Maccabees in First Maccabees 4.
First Maccabees 4:19. As Judas was yet speaking these words, there appeared a part of them looking out of the mountain, who, when they perceived that the Jews had put their host to flight and were burning the tents, for the smoke that was seen declared what was done.
They burning their tents, man. Taking them down. Go ahead. They looking through the mountain, seeing what's going on. Go ahead.
When therefore they perceived these things, they were sore afraid, and seeing also the host of Judas in the plain ready to fight, they fled every one into the land of strangers.
Okay, now what happened to bring about this powerful way that they are dealing? What did Judas tell our people, our brothers, to do? Nobody
We
remembers?
need to keep fighting, to carry on. We got more fighting to do.
Oh, initially, what?
Cry out to the Most High.
Cry unto the Most High, man.
initially.
Say, cry unto the Most High. And the result is what you see. They running. Let's tell you what kind of angels the Most High got on their butt, right? Where the angels at? Right here on the earth, right? Waiting for the commandment of the Most High. Shoot. Go ahead.
Verse 23. Then Judas returned to spoil the tents, where they got much gold and silver and blue silk and purple of the sea and great riches.
See there? How they getting the spoils? Go ahead. They done ran. Go ahead.
After this they went home and sung a song of thanksgiving and praised the Most High in heaven, because it is good, because his mercy endureth forever.
Hallelujah. Yeah, that's right. God, all praise to the Most High. Go ahead.
Thus Israel had a great deliverance that day.
Yeah.
Now all the strangers that had escaped came and told Lysias what had happened, who, when he had heard thereof, was confounded and discouraged, because neither such things as he would were done unto Israel, nor such things as the king commanded him were come to pass.
Right, man. Go ahead.
The next year, therefore, following Lysias, gathered together 70,000 choice men afoot.
Wow, that a score is how many?
20.
So 70,000 is how many?
3,000,000.
60.
Yeah.
200,000.
60,000.
Oh, 60. Oh,
3
20, 40,
times 20
60.
is 60. 60,000 choice men of foot soldiers. Go ahead.
And 5,000 horsemen,
That's 60,000 plus 5,000 is 65,000. Go ahead.
that he might subdue them.
Man, 65,000. Go ahead.
So they came into Idumea.
Came into where?
So they came into Idumea.
You see how this equating back to who?
Esau.
Esau. Edomites. Go ahead.
And pitched their tents at Bethsura. And Judas met them with 10,000 men.
Okay, how many is against 10,000 men?
60.
No. How many is against 10,000 men?
65.
65,000. 65,000 against 10,000 men. Think about that. Wow. Come on.
And when he saw that mighty army, he prayed and said, Blessed art thou, O Savior of Israel, who didst quell the violence of the mighty man by the hand of thy servant David, and gavest the host of strangers into the hands of Jonathan, the son of Saul, and his armor bearer.
Now, what is he doing? What is he doing? He praying to the Most High. What is he praying? What is he doing? Huh? What is he doing?
We're glorifying the Most High.
I'm not saying nothing.
What is he doing?
Can you read that scripture again, Salakia?
No, you read it. You read it.
I forgot.
Come on. Look. We in 1 Maccabees 4:30. You got an app?
Khan, I just need to know where it was, Salakia.
Come on, y'all read it. What is he doing?
He's blessing.
He is praying, but what is he doing? Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't raising my
Oh.
hand, but I would say remembering the days of old
Yeah, you remember of who? With who?
with David.
Of who? No.
Jonathan?
Read it again, huh?
1 Maccabees 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw that mighty army.
When he saw this mighty army, that he's outnumbered by how many?
65,000.
55,000. Come on, somebody counting up in here. Come on. Come on.
He prayed and said,
He prayed and said what?
Blessed art thou.
Who?
Blessed art thou.
Who is the thou? Who? Read on.
O Savior of Israel.
Hold up. Blessed art thou, which means who?
Yahweh.
You. Who?
O Savior of Israel.
Oh, Savior of Israel. Come on. Who is that?
Yahweh.
That's right, the Most High. Yahweh, man, come on. Read. He's boasting on the Most High. He praying to the Most High. Boasting about the Most High. What you did? Look what you did, Most High. Most High's name is what? Jealous. You can't talk about what David did or Saul or anybody else did over the Most High. When we need him, we need him to win the battle. Okay? It's in his hand for us. It's in his hand. Nobody know but him. Okay? Yeah. This is what he did. This solutions, man. Read.
Who didst quell the violence of the mighty man by the hand of thy servant David.
But he let you know that the Most High did it.
God.
David had the sling, right? And the rocks, right?
God.
And Goliath was over there, big giant, right? What did he do? Boom! Hit him in the forehead. What happened to him?
Crumbled.
Right? Fell right down, right? Who did it?
The Most
The
High.
Most High. That's what he let you know, man. Let the Most High give the glory, man. All praise to the Most High.
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 All praise to the Yahweh.
Khan, go ahead.
And gavest the host of strangers into the hands of Jonathan, the son of Saul, and his armor bearers.
That's right, man. Go ahead.
Verse 31. Shut up this army in the hand of thy people Israel, and let them be confounded in their power and horsemen.
Yeah, man. 55,000 more than we got. He said, shut them up. Shut them down. Go ahead.
Make them to be of no courage, and cause the boldness of their strength to fall away, and let them quake at their destruction.
Come on.
Cast them down with the sword of them that love thee, and let all those that know thy name praise thee with thanksgiving.
So how you know that you love the Most High? 1 John 5:3. He said, cast them down with the sword of them that love you, Most High. And let all those that know thy name praise thee with thanksgiving. How you know those that love the Most High?
1 John 5:3. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Come on, verse 34.
1 Maccabees 4:34. So they joined battle, and there was slain of the host of Lysias about 5,000 men. Even before them were they slain.
So he killed 5,000. Keep these numbers up. Go ahead.
Now when Lysias saw his army put to flight,
So how many they got left?
60.
2,000.
How many they got left? How many of the army did they have left?
50,000.
You killed? No, he killed 5,000.
Oh,
So
that's
how many
right.
you got left?
60.
Hmm?
55,000?
No, remember they had 65,000.
Oh.
So they killed 5,000. How many got left? 60,000.
60,000.
Huh.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 35. Now when Lysias saw his army put to flight, and the manliness of Judas's soldiers, and how they were ready to either live or die valiantly, he went into Antiochia and gathered together a company of strangers, and having made his army greater than it was, he purposed to come again into Judea.
Right. So he made his army stronger than it was, replacing them 5,000 with more. Go ahead. Think about this, man. Our people call themselves Antiochians.
That's wild.
Wow. After this wicked king, man. Yeah.
Maybe that's what we need to be calling these slave plantation Christians, that too.
We call ourselves Americans.
Yeah.
Same thing, you know?
Yeah.
For real, man.
Yeah.
God.
Damn self.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 36. Then said Judas and his brethren, behold, our enemies are discomfited. Let us go up to cleanse and dedicate the sanctuary. Upon this all the hosts assembled themselves together and went up into Mount Sion. And when they saw the sanctuary desolate, and the altar profaned, and the gates burned up, and shrubs growing in the courts as in a forest, or in one of the mountains, yeah, and the priest's chambers pulled down, they rent their clothes and made great lamentation, and cast ashes upon their heads.
This is what we did, man. Seeing our sanctuary, man, our temple just defiled, period, unholy, continually. Read.
Verse 40, and fell down flat to the ground upon their faces, and blew an alarm with the trumpets, and cried toward heaven.
Wow, man, that had to be hurtful. You've been in the temple and you know how it's been, and then you see it for the first time, how they done did all the things that they've done, man. I mean, it's pretty bad. Jump to verse 52.
Verse 52, now on the 25th day of the 9th month.
Now, this day is what day? Our 9th month is when? Think, come on. 25th day of the 9th month
Esau's word
is
is
when?
October.
For us
Esau's-
right now.
For us is.
For us right now. Hold up, Bob. Hold up.
You got it.
Let somebody else. Let somebody else answer.
9th month is October, so what is it like for us?
No.
That's what he's asking us, right?
Right.
Right.
Whole lot of work.
It's tomorrow.
Whole
It's
lot.
tomorrow. And tomorrow is what?
Christmas.
For the Esau. Christmas.
Christmas, right? Yeah,
Right? Because you got 9, you got 10, you got 11, you got 12.
yeah.
And our New Year is in the spring.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Y'all with me?
Come
This the day, man, that this happened, man. Read.
And also, I did this what? Yeah, spring.
Verse 52, now on the 25th day of the 9th month, which is called the month Caslu,
Caslu, go ahead.
in the 148th year, they rose up betimes in the morning, and offered sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar of burnt offerings,
Right.
which they had made.
That's right, man. Go
Go
ahead. Tore it down. Go ahead.
Verse 54,
Now, this is what they asked you.
look at what time and what day the heathen have profaned it. Even in that was it dedicated with songs and citherns and harps and cymbals.
So when you look at tomorrow, everybody's celebrating Christmas. This was the day. This was the day that they did these heinous sacrifices and defiling our temple and killing the women that are circumcised, the boys and boys on the 8th day. Taught, you know, because the women taught the children from birth to 5 years old.
Right.
And from 5 to 12, we had a curriculum, and from 12 to 30 was a curriculum. That was our culture. So the women had the children initially from birth to 5 years old. So that's why they're killing the because you know those first years are very important for a child, right? Y'all know that.
Yeah.
So they already know how to train the child as an Israelite, and that was against the law. It was cold-blooded, man. I mean, they did a lot of things that's cold-blooded. You know, you're looking at the 25th day that they did this every month. But it started on tomorrow, which we know as being Christmas. And they're celebrating in May. They got what they call a humanized sacrifice now, start on the 21st. That they sacrificing people today, man. Read on.
Verse 55. Then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising the Most High Power of heaven,
That's right, man.
who had given them good success.
That's right, man. Praising the Most High, man. Go ahead.
God.
And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days and offered burnt offerings with gladness and sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise.
8 days, man. We got no 1 day. They got 1 day, right? We sacrificed and honored the Most High and had a great time, man. We partied for 8 days. Come on. Listen, verse 57.
Verse 57. They decked also the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold
With crowns of gold and what?
and with shields.
What y'all think them shields are? Y'all always talking about something wrong with the shields. What's wrong? What do you think them shields are? Shields, man. If you look at the times that we ruled, you see shields, man. Or you see snowflakes. Or you see lilies.
Ah,
Huh?
snowflakes is lilies right there.
See the little snowflakes. What are they? Every snowflake is different, but they all have what? 6 sides. And light rays. You ever seen light rays? These six light rays. When the light comes through with these six points, man. So they decorated with shields. Go ahead.
And the gates and the chambers they renewed and hanged doors upon them. Thus was there very great gladness among the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away.
Hear that? Go ahead.
Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year by the space of 8 days, from the 25th day of the month Caslu, with mirth and gladness.
See that? So this is something that Judas Maccabees and his brothers ordained that we're doing now. You see, it's not really a holy convocation that the Most High said we're supposed to do that. He ordained as far as, Leviticus 23rd chapter and so forth, like Passover and unleavened bread and Feast of Trumpets and Pentecost and trumpets and Day of Atonement and tabernacles, right? But this is something that we ordained that we're going to do. Huh?
God.
Didn't H.O.I do it?
God.
Yeah, come on then. Let's read.
At that time also they builded up the Mount Sion with high walls and strong towers round about, lest the Gentiles should come and tread it down as they had done before.
See, build up high walls, fortress, so we can be able to be, safe in our land. Go ahead.
Verse 61. And they set there a garrison to keep it, and fortified Bethsura to preserve it, that the people might have a defense against Idumea.
Against who?
Against Idumea.
See, against the Edomites, man, the so-called white man. For real. Come on. Bro, go to 5. Let's look how these nations felt about us getting our temple back, being able to go into our temple and worship the Most High. Read.
First Maccabees 5:1.
We just about finished. Come on.
Now when the nations round about heard that the altar was built and the sanctuary renewed as before, it displeased them very much.
You hear that? knowing that we had got our temple back, our sanctuary back, to go into the sanctuary in the temple to worship the Most High, it just pleased them very much. So what you think? They love us for being able to come back to who we are now? I understand this, man. They don't care about, you know, us coming back to who we are. That's why they always say we're a hate group, and we ain't no group, we're a nation. Huh? We no group, we ain't no organization, no community, no club and all that stuff, man. We're a nation that's coming back to our inheritance eventually. But we coming back to who we are. What's wrong with being righteous in this wicked world? What's wrong with us trying to learn how to please the Most High? Is something wrong with that?
I mean, being in America, it is.
How is it?
They don't want us to.
That's them. I'm talking about us.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm talking about us.
But like, you know,
There's nothing wrong with us trying to learn how to be righteous in the eyes of the Most High.
But Esau, he don't want us to do that.
We already know that. We read about it, right? Read it again now. We just read about that. That's why I went opposite of what it's saying here as far as us doing what we're supposed to do, the results of us doing what we're supposed to do, the results of these nations, all of them, not just Esau, read.
First Maccabees 5:1. Now when the nations round about heard that the altar was built and the sanctuary renewed as before, it displeased them very much.
See, they didn't like it, man. Go ahead.
Wherefore they thought to destroy the generation of Jacob that was among them.
So all of us that was among those nations, and we were scattered among these nations where we were, they plotted to kill us, man. Come on.
And thereupon they began to slay and destroy the people.
See, they began to kill us. Just because we're able to come back to the Most High. Don't get it twisted. They began to kill us. Ain't no different than it is now.
Today, right.
Revelation 12:12, Revelation 12:17.
Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
You can relate to this, man. Coming down with much wrath because he knoweth that he have a short time. We coming down with this great wrath on. Verse 17.
Revelations 12:17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High, and have the testimony of a Mashiach H.O.I.
Come on. Who is that? If it's not us. Read it again. 17.
And
this is who they coming down on.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
So when you understand verse 3 and verse 9, the dragon is the serpent.
And the woman is us.
The dragon is the serpent, the devil, Satan, the beast, Esau, Edomites, all of them together, man. Right? Just in different names and forms, because he couldn't say what we know them as today, right? Or it probably wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have this. So, and the woman is representing Israel symbolically when you read Jeremiah 6:2. Jeremiah 6:2.
Oh God, slack it.
Going to define who the woman is.
Jeremiah 6:2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
To a comely and delicate woman. That's us. So, this is what the devil is doing right now, man. Read Isaiah 51:16. So you see the daughter of Zion represent us, the 12 tribes of Israel.
Isaiah 51:16. And I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of my hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people.
See that? So that Zion represents the Most High's people. So, you know, he's telling you, man, the devil got a short time coming out of much wrath. He's coming down with much wrath on who? Isaiah 12:17. This ain't those, what you call them? Ashan Arya? What you call them in the churches?
Oh, yeah, sir.
Oh, you ain't there?
Any Revelation?
Huh?
In Revelation 12:17?
Con.
He called them the plantation.
Plantation Christians.
Yeah, plantation Christians.
Right.
Revelations 12:17.
Uh-huh.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
So the devil gonna be wroth with us, the children of Israel. Read.
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Who the remnant? The remnant of her seed. It ain't talking about the 2/3, are it? Is it?
Well, it's the 1/3.
It's the 1/3. It's the
Right.
remnant. We the remnant. You know, Most High will. Watch the Zion. You know, we the remnant. And this time, you know, we don't know if it's gonna be our time or some other time. You know what I mean? But we know that we're working to be that remnant. Okay?
Con.
You see? So, and you look at what it's saying here. It can be nobody but us, as the Israelites. Because what are the Israelites doing? Read.
Which keep the commandments of the Most High.
So are the churches keeping the commandments of the Most High? Are they keeping the laws of the Most High? What organization or secular religious organizations keeping the moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and teaching of the sacrificial laws?
None of them.
None of them. You see? So it can't be them. It's only us. Period. That's why we gotta be on it, man. Read.
And have the testimony of a Mashiach Yahushua.
That's only us, man. Second Maccabees, Second Maccabees 6. We're gonna look at this before we get out of here. Start at verse 1, and we're gonna read down.
Second Maccabees 6:1. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers.
Over and over again, man. You see this? Why you see the devil got a short deal? He got a short time coming out, much wrath on them that do what? Keep the what?
Keep the law.
Keep the laws, the commandments of the Most High. Laws, commandments, the same thing. Go ahead. But he wants to depart from the laws of their fathers. Go ahead.
And not to live after the laws of the Most High.
And not to live after the laws of the Most High. You know them, the Most High's laws. So anybody say that and he wrote it with his finger, they don't want to follow the Most High's laws, then hey, you give the Most High the middle finger. Read.
And to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of his idol.
Yeah, this idol right here. Read.
And that in Gerizim of
And you know that idol right there, you know what else the name of that idol is?
Which idol? Which idol?
Jupiter. Zeus.
Oh, right.
Yeah, same idol. Just a different name. And y'all know he got a last name.
A.M.
Yeah.
O.N.
What everybody be saying at the end of their prayers. A-M-E-N. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
and that in Gerizim of the idol of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the place. The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people.
See, because we knew better. It was sore and grievous to the people, because we knew better, man. We was following the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. Go ahead.
For the temple was filled with riot.
Listen at this. Our temple was filled with what?
Riot.
For the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles.
By who?
By the Gentiles.
By the Gentiles, man. Go ahead.
Who dallied with harlots.
Dallied with what?
Who dallied with harlots.
That's prostitutes. Coming into the temple, selling their bodies in the temple. Go ahead.
And had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places.
That had to do with selling their bodies, hoes, prostitutes in the church, in the circuit of the holy places, man. Come on.
And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful.
Brought in all kinds of things that were unlawful. Why? To do what to us?
To defile us.
Defile us. Come. Go ahead.
The altar also was filled with profane things.
Profane things mean unholy things. Go ahead.
Which the law forbiddeth.
Come on.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient fasts or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
Right, man. So it was against the law for us to keep the Sabbath days or ancient feast days or profess yourself to be an Israelite. That's why when you get to the New Testament, you got to deal with to the Jew and to the Gentiles, to the Jew and to the Greek.
Right.
Because they were Hellenized.
Right.
You know, which means Greek-speaking Jews. You see what I'm saying? So this is where you at in the Greek Empire. So you got all these years and years and years and years and years of us saying, ain't no Israelite. Can't be no Israelite. No, can't say I'm an Israelite. Don't, and what they doing, the family tell, hey, you don't say you're an Israelite.
Right.
Verse 9. Don't say you're no Israelite. Can't say you're no Israelite. This is why. That's why Paul's job was so hard, because he had to go out there and deal with them that were dealing with being amongst these nations and following the customs of the heathen.
Right.
Rather than saying, I'm an Israelite and I'm over here following the law. Like us, we stand on like a sore thumb.
Right.
I hope y'all know that. Hope you know that.
Oh yeah.
It ain't like they don't know who you are.
It's just the way we look, the swag,
I mean,
everything.
it is, man. It is what it
saying?
is.
We stand out.
What I look like saying I ain't no Israelite. I can't fake it. I can't. What can I do? I can't. What am I do? I'm on. You put me on live now? We live?
God.
Come on, what? Yeah, huh?
So now I'm raising my hand.
That was
No,
it.
to that, what you just said,
Mhm.
when I go to work, they know my days more than I know my days.
Ain't that something? But they
They're like, don't you have a new moon coming up? I said, yes, I do. I'm keeping up with my stuff. Thank you.
But it's been years you've been doing it, you know?
My manager's been keeping up. My coworker's like, oh yeah, she's getting ready to be off. She's got this coming up. She's got that coming up. They tell her.
All praise to Most High. They made you special uniform. That's all right, boy. I use that as an example, boy. People tell me, you can't do this, can't do that. Shoot. Put you in skirts, right? That's right. Come on. All them pants and them skirts, man. You just gotta go at it. That's it. Read that again out verse 6.
Second,
Verse 6 and then verse 9.
Second Maccabees 6 and 6.
Bring it out.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient fasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
Hey, read it in the anybody got the regular Cambridge University Press? Y'all got the Apocrypha? I ain't talking about on the
Yeah, I got it.
on the phone. Read it out of there, 'cause I don't. You have it?
What is it? What is it?
Verse 6.
Second Maccabees 6, I got it.
Yeah.
You got it?
Second Maccabees 6 and 6.
Bring it out.
Second Maccabees.
This is Second Maccabees.
Sadiq got it, brother.
He got it.
Sadiq got it.
Oh, all right.
Second
Why
Maccabees
your
6 and
phone
6.
fell?
Huh?
Your phone fell.
Oh, so I
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
Okay, I know it didn't say that.
Say fast
Yeah.
on the other one.
And here they changed the
It's
fast.
fast, yeah.
You see when it says feast. Because that's the feast days are what we're looking at. You know what I mean? We fast when we declare a fast, you understand? But those feast days are very important, man.
Right.
So it's not fast, it's supposed to be feast.
Right.
You know, it's like when you go in here,
It's also Baruch 7 ain't in there either.
Hmm?
Baruch chapter 7 is not in there either. On
No?
that one online,
Mhm.
yeah, it's not in there.
Oh yeah, this is they got the 1611 version on the King James Bible Online. If you go to the 1611 version and don't switch to the standard, it'll say feast.
Bring it out.
Salaki Elder.
that's what we need. Every time we
Bring it
read,
out.
bring
Bring
it
it
up,
out.
let's
What's,
bring it.
what's Baruch 7?
Bring
it out.
Was
Bring
it
it
letter
out.
of Azariah?
Yeah, if I
No,
switch-
that's on.
if I switch to the standard, and the standard is gonna be
It's
easier
supposed to
to
say
read.
feast of
Bring it
fast.
out.
You know, they switch all the like the I's and stuff back to, or to J's, but they switch it from feast to fast. So I don't know what other stuff they changed.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause I got
But I
fast.
know that was wrong. I knew that was wrong, and you know, just looking at it here and hearing you say that, it's supposed to be feast days. That's the main thing, you know. This the Most High speak. Get that Leviticus 23. So you know this is very important. This has nothing to do with us. This has something to do with us. You understand that, right?
Come.
This dedication, piece of dedication, this is something to do with us.
Yeah.
We just read Judas Maccabees ordained this with his brothers and those, but these are the feast days that they want to make sure that we don't do. Read this. Because this didn't exist yet.
Leviticus 23:1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Most High.
The who?
The feast of the Most High.
The what?
The feast of the Most High.
So these are the feasts of the Most High. This is what they stopped. So we be not doing the what?
The feast of the Most High.
So we will stop doing the feast of the Most High. Go ahead.
Which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
Holy gatherings, read.
Even these are my feasts.
Whose feasts?
Even these are my feasts.
These are the Most High's feasts that I named earlier. See? These are the Most High's feasts that he said we have to do for him. Right? These are feasts that we, like you got Feast of Dedication, you got Purim next, coming up next. Then you have, well, you got Day of Simon and you got Day of Nicanor also, right? Those four that we ordained that we're going to do. Just like they got 4th of July, getting the victory over who? The Britons. You know what I mean? So we have days that's written in the scriptures that we honor ourselves to come together. It feel good, man. A lot of times, man, I did them by myself. And nobody came. I had them, or we were sitting in the church, had the whole church, and we got a feast day, nobody showed up, huh? Straight up, man. I mean, it's beautiful that, we where we at now. And knowing that looking at these days, we come together, man, for these days, man. Something this is our culture. What we're supposed to be doing, Beautiful. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You want to say something?
I was just gonna say the beauty of ours and the Most High is that he delivered us out of all of it. Every last one of them was a battle.
Yep.
And he was the one who delivered us out of all of them.
That's right. Kind. Get the Most High a hand. Kind. All praise to the Most High. And all of them started with who? Who's the head honcho against us?
Esau.
Every last one of them. Kind.
Yep.
Every last one of them, man. That's just the truth.
All I'm gonna give.
What's going to happen to them?
Don't get slaughtered.
Where they going?
The slavery.
Slavery. Picking my college. I ain't gonna take my college.
Kind. So,
I'd be willing we whoop their backs, man.
we're going to look at verse 9, man.
It's winter time. It's cold.
Listen. Shemai. Verse 9.
2 Maccabees 6:9. And whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery.
You know? So it said, if you ain't conform yourself to the manners of the Gentiles who dealing with what? Their guys are what? Idols. You supposed to be put to death, man. So that was a lot of misery for us, man. Go ahead. Listen to what happened. You women listen up very closely. Listen at this.
For there were 2 women brought who had circumcised their children, who when they had openly led round about the city, the babes hanging at their breasts.
Hold up. Y'all hear this?
God.
The babies hanging at their breasts. They tied the babies to the woman's breasts. They hanging off the woman's breast and they dragging them around the city, all around the city, man. That's cold.
So you can't even imagine what the Most High got planned for them. He said, I'm going to give you double. Give them 2 cups.
Read on. Yep.
They cast them down headlong from the wall.
They cast them down over the wall, man. Headlong, man. Read.
And others that had run together into caves nearby to keep the Sabbath day secretly.
So they ran into caves. We ran into caves to keep the Sabbath day secretly. Away from these heathen. Read.
Being discovered to Philip.
By Philip.
Let's see, to Philip. And being discovered by Philip, we're all burnt together.
Hear this? They burn us up. We trying to be righteous. That's why I say, what's wrong with being righteous? There's a problem with us trying to be righteous. You see this?
Come.
We went secretly into caves, man, to keep the Sabbath day. And they burn us up.
Come.
Set us on fire, burn us up, man. We're trying to keep the Sabbath day. Go ahead.
We're all burnt together.
Oh, man.
Because they made a conscience to help themselves for the honor of the most sacred day.
Come on. This is what, and all that happened. This is what it says. Let's go ahead.
Now I beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities.
Don't be discouraged for these calamities. Wow, man, that's something to say. Read.
But that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for a chastening of our nation.
Chastening of our nation. Go ahead.
For it is a token of his great goodness, when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. For not as with other nations, whom the Most High patiently forbeareth to punish, till they be come to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth he with us.
Right, man, he's dealing with us. Unto these nations, remember it said to the times of the Gentiles be what?
Fulfilled.
Kind. Read.
Lest that, being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance of us. And therefore he never withdrawed his mercy from us. And though he punished with adversity, yet does he never forsake his people.
There it is, man. He punished because he who he loves, he what?
Chastity.
He chastens, man. Kind. So he said he'd never forsake us, man. Read.
But let this that we at spoken be for a warning unto us. And now will we come to the declaring of the matter in a few words.
Right. So that's why I say when you start going from here, he goes into Eleazar. I told you that man that was 9 years old, man. They wanted to eat some pork, and he didn't. Then you go the next chapter, going to the woman. If you want to read it, with the 7 sons that all were tortured by this wicked Antiochus Epiphanes, Edomite king, man, for not eating abomination. And we eat, like you say, pork, the #1 meat. The other white meat, you know what I mean? And the #1 meat of the whole world, man. Come on. And we wouldn't do that, man. We'd rather die than to defile ourselves, man. So, any questions, any last comments, man? Let's eat and have a great time for the victory over our enemies. We got our temple back, and all praise to the Most High. All right. You get the incense.
Oh, let me get the incense. Yeah, Connor, let me get the incense.
All right. You the only one on line?
He on line too. He's online. He's online too.
I'll wait till you be able to cut it off.
Oh yeah, Connor. I'm gonna turn it off now.
No, I'm gonna just say
Okay.
Shalom, everyone. All praise the Most High. We'll join us for the Feast of Ellen, Feast of Dedication, and keep the Most High's commandments, His laws, fear the Most High, have faith in the Most High, repent, and continue to do the righteous acts of the Most High. And we out. Shalom. Kwam Abanao Yahweh. 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 Kwam Mashiach Yahushai. 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 Kwam Mashiach Yahushai.
Kwam Mashiach Yahushai.
Kwam Yasharella.
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 We're out, y'all.
Shalom. Shalom.
Wow. That was Philip.